Oh, hey everybody. Welcome back to the Hot Butter Roll Show. We're going live after Jason's incredible live. And if you're here, I'm glad you're here. We will we'll see how it goes. So Jason just hit 140,000. I don't know, 40,000 people, subscribers. And here we go. So it's a real crazy party, and I'm glad you guys are here. Yes, congrats to Gary Franchi on the win. Massive win. So, yeah, what I would like to do is invite anybody that wants to come celebrate Jason's crazy, incredible achievement. I want to invite you guys to come stream with us. So, yeah, here we go. Okay, so what's up, Cole George? Guys, I've got to figure out how to – oh, shit, I figured it out. Okay, here we go. All right, here we go. I'm going to put this in the chat. Boom. All right, guys. So I just put it in the chat. So let's see how it goes. It is what it is. All right. Oh, man. Here we go. All right. Oh, what's up, Marshall? How you doing, brother? Mike Franklin, Mustang Mike. We out here. What's up? Hang butts. We're experiencing snow in about an hour, so I'm game. Told myself I'd stop drinking upon the first snowflake. Okay, fair enough. What's up, Mike Stahl? How you doing, brother? Yeah, so we're here. We're just out here celebrating, right? Like it's been kind of an incredible night. Jason reached an incredible milestone. Super proud of him. Tim C, where the hell? Dude, I know you got your webcam. Just fucking go live, bro. Make it happen. Make it real. Make it so. Make it so, number one. Yeah, I freaking love it. So, all right. What's up, David Hatton? He says, oh, boy. That's kind of how I feel. TBH. Yeah. Oh, wait. What the hell? Hey, y'all. What's up, Amy? How you doing? Yeah, no, I'll be honest. I just wasn't ready to go to sleep after Jason finished up his stream. So here I am. Here we are. Here we go. We're out here. We out here making it weird. So, yeah, let's just say, boom. This is the link. If you guys want to come join me, like Scott's about to. Scott from My Bourbon Journey is about to join me on this night of celebration. Let's just make it weird. Let's make it so weird.
Yes.
Oh, there it is.
Yes.
Oh, God.
First one in, baby.
Oh, man. Listen,
HBR, I love you. I love you, my man.
I love you back, Scott. Dude.
Oh, this is good. I got to get the comments.
Yes.
Okay, so
go to the comments, bro.
So we're back and forth. So I can go back and forth between HBR and the behind the scenes of Mash and Drum right now. So those guys can still hear me. So
what's funny is I went live on this channel while I was still backstage with Jason's. And I was like, hey, everybody, welcome back to the Hot Butter Rolls Whiskey Show. And you guys
now
like,
we gotta get Trav. Now we gotta get Trav and Dusty over to here and click on that link.
Where are you, Trav? Oh my goodness. Yes. Jesus. Can we say fuck now? Steve Dameron, you can absolutely say fuck, buddy. Also, you can also say fuck, buddy. I mean, we're buddies and we fuck. Yeah.
Steve, my man, thank you.
Steve's a good dude. That's a fellow Texan, I think. Yes.
Steve's a good. Look at Amy Bowen, the legend. She's in here already. Holy Christ.
Ham, hocks, and rolls. Come on.
Oh, it is ham, hocks, and rolls. Hey, if there's nothing that goes better together than a good roll and a good piece of ham,
I don't even know what it is, man. I don't even know what it is. ADHD Whiskey says, can I say cupcakes? Because I just ate 14. I feel like that's a lie because he knows that he's going to beat me this week in the weigh-in. And that's in 2 days. And I can't see Matt eating 14 cupcakes.
No.
He's about to stomp me into the ground.
This sounds like psychological warfare is what this sounds like.
For sure. I agree. All right. So the franchise, Gary Franchi, welcome
There
to
he
the stream,
is.
brother. What's up, buddy? I'm glad you're here.
Congratulations. You won a nice one tonight, buddy.
Dude, you won a great one.
Yes, I did. Thank you.
It's baller.
Very stoked about that.
That's awesome.
I'm
All
stoked
right, so
for
I'm
you.
gonna add Dusty Dan into the stream. What's up,
Dusty,
buddy?
there he is.
Welcome back, buddy. That's awesome.
Gary.
Howdy.
Oh, we're getting a little bit of feedback. So back, buddy. Awesome.
Gary.
Or a lot of feedback. We're getting a little bit of feedback. So back, buddy.
Where's all the feedback coming from?
Who's it coming from? Who is it?
I don't think it's me.
No, not me.
I'll be right back.
Damn it, Dan. What are you doing? Jeebus.
Not me.
I'll be right back.
Oh, damn it, Dan. I don't even know how I did that. I'm super proud of that. That was crazy. All right, so what we're going to do is, we're going to go back to bringing everybody back in the stream because I accidentally muted Dusty Dan and then removed us all from the stream except for myself because I don't know how StreamYard works. Here we go.
Let's go.
Let's just talk about Austin Phelps' comment. Look at all these stallions. You know what? If you mean by stallions, you mean men with, horse cocks, then yes. We're here.
Yeah.
We are here. And
Look
also,
at this guy.
Oh my God.
Fancy seeing you all here.
I just went from 6 to midnight.
I just decided to get a little cozy for this.
Look at this guy.
It's so gross. And by gross, I mean
Christ.
exacerbating my erection. Okay. And then Dusty Dan is back in the
He is
stream.
back. He is back.
All right, buddy. Cool. Yeah, no, in the meantime, you missed Trev being erotic as fuck.
Hey, Dusty.
Dan.
Dusty, are you giving out any
Fancy
like
seeing you.
1797 picks from tonight at all?
No, he's not. Please do not do that. Yeah, I don't have the resources to keep up with that shit. Oh my gosh. So Kilco says BDC, which is Big Dick Club. And we know that because what the hell happened to Trev? Trev, what are you doing?
I'm back.
All right.
I'm back.
Hey, Kilco.
I moved locations. My
All right,
phone
fair
died.
enough.
I
Fair
will
enough.
disappear any second now. It's fine.
No, actually, I subscribe to the very expensive StreamYard because I hate myself. And we have room for 10 people. So Kilco,
My God.
scroll up or follow this link. We'd love to have you in, Kilco.
Let me get up close here.
Amy, get
Oh
in
my
here.
God. Hey, Trev, take your shirt off. What are you doing? Isn't that flannel? It looks itchy as hell.
No, this is good. This is like
Don't lie.
this is as sexy of a robe as I could find.
Well,
I just love that he has a robe. That's awesome.
I also love that. Wait, that's a robe? That's not just the shirt you wear to chop wood?
No, this is a full robe. I'm completely naked right now.
Prove it.
I mean, you've been around a long time so far, like the last hour and a half, and you're still naked with just a robe.
Well,
Oh,
I was completely naked before,
Hard, yes.
but
So hard.
now
All right, let's go. Let's get Amy in here. Amy Bowen, the legend. Let's get her in here. Come on. Click
No,
the link.
I've been begging Amy to come on a show.
Come on, Amy.
Hey, Amy, I put the link in the chat. We would love to have you on. We would love that.
Come on.
Yeah. So what are you guys drinking?
Little 2017 Four Roses limited edition.
That sounds exquisite.
Got the Belmead Cherry Cask.
Nice.
Yeah,
I don't have
really
anything
nice.
because I was keeping track all those. I couldn't even get up to get a refill, man.
Trev, you gotta try harder, bro.
He was
Oh,
busy.
snap. We got another person coming into the chat. Oh my God, it's the sexiest
Oh,
40,000
Jesus
sub
Christ.
person in the YouTube Jason Calori of the Mash and Drum.
Mm-hmm.
Wah, 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 wah.
That's what you need. You need like a what is it?
Mexican boat horn.
No. What are the guys that do all the MMA and the boxing, like the buffers or something?
Bruce Buffer.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Yes.
Buffer.
And coming in from the Northern Ohio corner, the very sexy 180-pound Jason Calori, the
I just said coming in from Columbus, Ohio, weighing it 265 pounds.
265.
265.
What the hell?
255.
That's why it's so
Standing.
Scott.
This is why he has to. This is
Scott
why he has to say
Dale.
things like "Go fuck you, mother."
Yes,
Coming in from Columbus, Ohio, weighing 5'2". Coming in 255.
You're the worst. Oh my god.
Scott's scale is a little off because he thinks everyone eats fucking ham hocks like he does.
Yes. Ham hocks are delicious.
Oh, they are.
Hey Gary,
Oh, my
Gary,
God.
have you tried any old whiskey before?
Yes, I have.
Okay.
My daughter moved down to Louisville, so I've ended up at Justin's House of Bourbon
Yeah.
quite a bit. So
Nice.
did have, I think, an old granddad that was pre-prohibition.
Okay. Yeah, some old stuff then. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very
That's
different. Very different from today for sure.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I got one of those old. I got an old granddad from the 70s. That's really good.
Hey,
not-
fuck your train.
It's not pre-prohibition.
There's just different. I mean, everything's just so different from
Yes!
today. It's very different.
Yes. Hey, Jason, is that the one that's shaped like a keg? Because I have that one.
It is. It's shaped like a keg. It is.
Okay, I have one. Hold on.
He's got one. You know what? Of course he's got one.
Gonna have to fuck his train as well.
Yeah, fuck that train.
Everyone's poor trains. Everyone's trains are just getting 69'd.
I know that was super professional for me to just abandon my stream. Jason.
Oh, there it is, buddy. Choo choo.
Oh,
Hey,
Chris,
can we-
dude, Chris.
Can we talk about the date on this?
Yeah.
79.
1983.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that one, Chris. Yours is really, really cool, man. That is so impressive.
Yeah, man, I would fuck this train.
Yeah,
What the hell? His is
Jason's pretty bad.
his is cool, Trev, and mine is shit. What the fuck?
Hey, man, fuck your train.
Yeah, fuck that train.
Steve Damron says, fuck your train, hot butter. rolls."
Garbage.
Does
It's
yours,
like-
Oh, man.
Chris? Does yours say Jersey and Western Railway as well? Yeah, it does. Right?
Yes. Yes, it does.
Yeah. Chugga chugga.
Hey, I'm actually, I love this train, and I'm going to drink it on my 40th birthday in 2 years.
I don't know. Minnick
Okay,
said the
all right,
juice-
so okay,
Minnick said the juice in there is kind of shit. So
Hey, I don't care about. Hey, listen,
All right.
I'll put my ascot on and I'll choke myself a little with it.
I disagree with that, man. I've had plenty of bean decanter stuff. I've sent you guys bean decanter stuff, and it's not that as bad as
all right, HBR, when's your birthday in 2 years? When is it? For 40th.
January 30th.
Okay, mine's July 30th, so we're pretty close, kind of.
Yeah. So actually, on Saturday on my live stream, I'll be turning 38.
Nice.
Wow.
Jason, I think I've sent you guys some of that beam decanter stuff. If I'm not
Yeah,
mistaken.
yeah, you have. I mean,
Yeah.
I had a couple of other beam decanters that I had that are actually pretty
Yeah,
good.
I've got an old one, 1970. This is a 1970 beam, 8-year, 3-month.
I have a beam ducky. See my ducky?
Dickie.
My mallard?
Dickie.
Yeah, Ducks Unlimited. Yeah,
Yep.
I've got this beautiful bitch. It's 145 months old.
wonderful. Yeah.
What
yeah.
is that? Is that from Egypt? Holy shit!
Looks,
Look
like
at
an
this,
Oscar.
It's from
This is the-
America.
It looks like an Oscar.
Chris.
1985.
I just like to
Jim Beam.
thank the Academy. I'm so glad I just only had to show my butthole.
Why do you guys have these ancient relics that you've obviously stolen from the pyramids, man?
We raided that
Hey,
shit.
listen, man. I don't know if you ever saw Brendan Fraser in the late 2000s. He was doing his best, and we just took advantage.
I'm pretty
So
sure
this is from the
National
Mummy
Treasure
4. This
had
is
a
from the
thing
Mummy
down
4. This is the one with the computerized rock scorpion thing. Yeah. No, this is bonded beam from the 70s.
Huh.
So this is 8 years old bonded beam.
Yeah, that's good stuff right there. Have you tried it?
Yes, I have, and it's fantastic.
Yeah.
Actually, this is a gift for me from my buddy. Hey, if you're in the chat, if you're not in the chat, Travis Gens, thank you so much for this bottle.
And most of that stuff's all lead free too. So
No, it's heavy leaded for sure.
you tested it?
Well, I'll tell you right now, man, I wouldn't pass walking through a metal detector.
It's only the outside. Only the outside has been mainly tested with.
Hey,
Yeah.
hey, hold on. Amy Bohm says, "Let me in."
Yes, let's go.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Has been mainly
There
tested with.
Hey,
is
hey, hold on.
Oh,
Amy Bohm.
Amy Bohm
the
says, "Let
camera's
me in."
on, though.
Yes, let's go.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Amy, you're in.
Hey,
Yeah.
hold on.
Oh,
Amy Bohm.
You just
The
gotta
camera's
you
on,
just-
though.
you just gotta click the camera button. Click
All right.
the camera button.
So, Amy, you got to click the camera button and you got to put some earphones in because we're getting a ton of feedback.
Yep. You gotta turn off the stream and just turn on your camera.
Yeah. Just, you know what? Let go and let God. You know what I mean? I hate you guys. You guys are the worst.
That's pretty low, man.
Amy, where are you? She said 10-4. She stole that from me. That's oilfield speak for I understand. Oh,
Come on, Amy.
so
you
she
can
may
do
be
it.
dragging. She may have already murdered her husband. Is dragging his body around. We will not. You know what? There's no witnesses here. There's only 48 people in the chat.
So Gary franchise, how excited are you to get that sample?
Completely stoked on that one. Yeah, I was like, don't win the Knob Creek, no offense. Don't win the Turkey Rye, no offense. I was hoping for one of the Dusties.
Yeah, I don't mind sharing, man. I mean, those guys can tell you in the chat. I'm all about sharing with everybody. So
No, you're the best, dude. Thank you so much for doing that.
no problem.
Yeah. Hey, Amy, I'm going to try to unmute you again. And also, Ben Tablib, I have put the StreamYard link in the chat. So if you show up in the waiting room, I'll add you to the stream.
Yep.
So I just want to give a heads up to everyone. If I just randomly disappear at any moment, my phone died, and that's why.
Fair enough.
It's
Fair enough.
been red for the past 30 minutes, so there's no telling when I'll disappear. I don't know.
I think
I
really
I
just
just
because
know, baby.
I think you're just breaking the internet with your robe.
I think
So-
there's somebody over there drawing him like one of their French girls.
So, hey,
Yeah.
Austin
This is what I
Phillips
was
says,
doing before.
is this normal for a drum and mash live?
Says my camera's on.
Amy, girl, we can't see you. I'm sorry. Hey, try. I don't even know what to tell you to try.
Probably disconnect and then come back on.
Nope.
Oh, she gone.
She gone.
Oh my God, Ben Tablib is in the Chizat. There he is.
Oh,
What's up?
So Trev was calling me out. I actually got gifted this Dusty last week, and it's total shit for sure. It's 72% neutral spirits.
Oh, bad.
But I
Canadian?
saw this, and
it
I was
Canadian?
like, Whiskey Tube needs to give this to Trev.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Well said.
neutral spirit.
I love it. I love it.
I love that it's 72% neutral grade
We're
spirit.
talking 70s tax stamp here.
You put you wrap a robe around that bottle and you got something.
Exactly.
I
Exactly.
knew.
Did
not
you
to
put
be
some abs
excited.
on it?
Put some chest hair
Well,
on.
it's got like an atom Earth on it, like a nuclear.
I love it.
So I got gifted this, and I'm like, I got to give this to this dude, but I need the right opportunity to show it off, and I think this is it.
Hell yes.
I can't
If
wait.
if if
I
this
can't
isn't
wait
if,
to
if
taste
this isn't
terrible.
the opportunity to give somebody neutral grain spirit, I don't know what is.
It actually says on it, regardless of price, no better whiskey in the world.
Regardless of price.
That sounds like a benchmark thing to say.
Yeah.
I mean,
Baltimore, Maryland.
What's
That means-
awesome about that is that they just flat out fucking lied to you. Regardless of price, this is the best.
that means it's a
We out
$4.
here.
That means it's a $4 hoe.
Oh,
Oh my god. Hey, good luck with that, Trev.
It's definitely
I
not
knew-
worth the price of shipping, but
But he's
I
gonna ship
knew
it.
it wasn't going to be worth it when he was like, "Hey man, I have a Dusty that I think you need." Like no one just says, "Hey man, you want this amazing Dusty?" I knew it was
love-
going to be friggin' Wilson.
I'll send you some
whiskey.
good Dusty samples with it.
Yeah.
I'll go pull some of my other Dusties.
if
No,
if it's a dusty and it rhymes with a neutral grain spirit, it's a hard pass.
Yeah.
no, I'm
That
taking
GNS
it.
is hard to reconcile with.
Yes.
I'm going to enjoy it. Every
No, you're
last
not.
drop.
There are 50 people in the chat right now. You guys are monsters. Oh man.
I'm gonna go grab a couple of the Dusties. If you see my ass, well, I'm sorry.
Hey, this is where everybody finds out that Ben Topley doesn't wear pants.
We just see a butt.
Just butt cheeks. Butt cheeks for days, bruh. Oh my god. So thank you guys for coming out.
Thank you.
Jason, we're celebrating you, my friend, as you look at your phone and text your girlfriend. It's fine.
She's just saying good night, buddy.
We're celebrating his
She's just saying
40,000.
goodnight.
She's
Yeah.
just saying good night.
Yeah. She's like, hey, I left the light on.
No, man, I can't say enough about hitting 40,000 subs. It's an amazing accomplishment. So I never thought me talking about history of bourbon would ever get that high. It's pretty incredible.
That's amazing. So also, none of us know what that's like. So tell us how that is.
Chris, first I have to correct you. My OnlyFans page is well beyond this 40K.
Yes.
My
Sheer
OnlyFans, yeah.
peasantry
Trev,
numbers, but go
That's
ahead.
because Trev charges like up to $100 just to see him in his robe. You can't get off the robe until you pay like a grand.
Yeah. So I don't know if you guys are already subscribed, but it's OnlyFans/RN/TNA. And I am mostly there for the A, but also there's some pretty good T. His top half is exceptional.
That's good. That's
Yeah, it's
good.
fine. Amy, damn it.
Come on,
Amy says she
Amy.
can't get her camera to work.
Let's go. Come on. We need this needs to be less of a sausage fest right now, okay?
Oh my god.
Amy, fix,
Come on.
do something. Your phone
Yeah.
has a camera, right?
Damn it.
Somebody,
Let's go.
somebody with big boobs as a guy. Hey, also, listen, this is an awkward time to bring this up, but Brian Kalevi has joined the chat. He does not have large breasts, but he does have an exceptional amount of facial hair. Welcome everybody to the chat. Kilko.
Kilko.
What's up,
What's up,
brother?
buddy?
Is that the cult of Ardbeg?
Jesus Christ! It looks like he's ready for an MMA fight, for crying out loud.
I'm pretty
I
sure
love
that's
I
Palpatine.
love
Oh God.
I think he was put into Gryffindor with a sorting hat.
I'm the right kind of nerd. That made me so happy.
Gryffindor wins.
I love it. Yeah.
You've got room for one more person. I think that's got to be Amy the Legend Bohm. So let's go.
No, I think I'm allowed to add, based on my subscription level, I think I'm allowed to add 10 people plus myself, but I don't.
Oh, okay. All right.
I don't speak Japanese. It's hard to say.
Hold
Yeah,
it, hold
that
it,
could be
hold
right.
it. Fuck you.
That's pretty much the whole thing that StreamYard said to me since the beginning.
That's what they say. That's what they tell you.
Yeah. Yeah, there's 66 people in the chat now. Did somebody go and post this somewhere? If you did, thank you.
Is somebody eating potato chips?
So, yeah, there's a little feedback somewhere.
Don't
Come on,
make it
Amy.
weird.
We got to get Amy in here. Where's she at?
We would love to have Amy.
I know.
Come on.
We got to get her camera fixed up.
Just click the link. It'll get you.
I might have to send Amy a webcam, which is not as aggressive as it sounds. No, Amy is my number one wrench. Sorry, Trev. And she is the best.
Trev's phone died.
Yeah.
R.I.P. Trev.
Get Matt?
It's mostly just Knuckles. And
where's Matt at? Matt's in the chat. Let's get the world's top whiskey taster in here. Where's he going?
Oh my God, there he is right there. He said chips. Yup, guilty. I love him. I love him.
Love it.
Come on, Maddie, get on here.
Trev's back in the chat. We're good. We're good.
Yeah.
He's all right.
Trev Hefner is out.
Very good, Trev.
Whiskey Samurai says, "Well,
I love it,
Whiskey
Trev
Tube is on live stream. This is great."
Yeah.
Whiskey Samurai, I'm so glad that you were able to take time from off-roading as a Suzuki Samurai and be here.
He just fucking chops up. There goes Trev. We lost the road.
Oh, Vaya con Dios, Trevor.
Vaya con Dios.
Oh, Tim C from the chat.
Hey.
What's up, Tim?
brother?
Timah.
So, hey, can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Yes, we can.
We can't hear anything. You're on mute.
Amy said she's going to try another PC to hold on.
Hey, Tim, we can't hear shit. Show us your butthole.
Yeah.
I'm just serious.
Yeah. This is whiskey talk, right?
Yeah, Trev Wilson's
Sorry.
Yeah,
My
the buttholes for after midnight.
Trev Wilson's
It's
You have a
Joe.
big
phone
phone
down
here.
on his robe.
Yeah, that's awesome. No, we can't hear you. Show us your butt.
No. Yes, Emily, I saw that Amy's trying to swap computers. Yes, Amy, best of luck, Godspeed. Oh man, so how are you guys doing tonight? I know we're all here to celebrate Jason with 40,000 fucking subs.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
That's knucking futz, man. There's 75 people in the chat right now.
Yeah, I still can't. I'm still trying to wrap my head around that. It's crazy.
Oh my gosh.
Nah,
dude.
man,
So,
hey, look,
I'm trying to figure out how the fuck 40,000 people have subscribed to your channel.
Yeah.
Wait,
It's
you have a
well
channel?
deserved, man.
That is crazy. That's a lot of fucking people, man. 40,000 people.
It's
Yeah.
intense. It's intense.
It is.
I'll tell you
It's
right
a
now.
lot. It's a lot.
It's
And like
Go ahead.
I said during the live stream, I didn't realize the power of the channel until the old Carter Batch 5 review.
Yeah, you have a lot of impact on the bourbon community, whether you know it or not.
yeah.
And we
You
got
gotta be careful with what you say.
lest we forget, we got Dusty Dan up to 1K tonight.
Yeah.
He joined the 1K club, well deserved.
Dusty,
That's
what,
pretty
what did you end up with? What did you end up with?
I think 1,030, if I'm not mistaken. From
it's gotta be more than that.
850 to 1,030.
Hey guys, so what I want to talk about right now is Brian Kalavy. Hey, also Kilco, am I saying that right? Brian Kalavy?
Clavy, yeah. The EY is like the end of whiskey. It makes an E sound.
Hell yeah. Okay, so Brian Kalavy is where are you at right now with subs wise?
I don't know. It's 250 something. I just got that.
Okay, let's get Brian Kalavy to. Oh my God, there's 69 in the chat. Nice.
Hey.
Yes. But if you guys are not subbed to Brian Kalavy Kilco, he's the next guy that needs to go to 1,000.
Yes, he's next up on the list.
He's putting so much hard work in.
Yep.
We've got to get him to 1,000.
I got him on my list.
So if one of my mods, and I know there's like 30,000 of you, if you could put Kilco's link in the chat, that would be fucking great.
That's right.
They
Tell him
posted
this
it
extra
earlier.
mods are in the back room right now.
Oops, sorry. I just
Well, you know what? If you guys could work harder, that'd be great.
What am I paying you for? Oh wait.
I'm just kidding. I literally don't. I don't
Work
pay
harder,
harder. So Matt says, I ate 40,000 calories today in Jason's honor, squeezed another 1,000 for Dusty. Hey, man, I look forward to taking I look forward to taking you on in the amount of weight we gained this week.
Yeah, that means he ate 20 Big Macs and a couple cheeseburgers.
God, that
Hey,
sounds
McDonald's
incredible.
has those spicy McNuggets back, man.
Yeah.
I'll be right back. I got to order some Uber Eats.
I can't.
Stanley Wagner Jr. is waiting in the lobby. We're going to add him to the chat.
Yeah.
Oh, boy. Here we go.
Here
Oh,
comes
Wags is
Wagner.
Stanley.
What's
What's
up,
up, champion?
What's up, you wagamuffin?
Look at the wag muster.
Hey, Bourbon, what dusties did you pull out?
Hey, I knew somebody would be in. Let's see. We got an old treasure chest.
Okay.
Old beam treasure chest.
Team, yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Yes.
that's Team Treasure Chest. Yeah.
Which
What
I
page
did
on that,
come
Ben?
up with a way to test these for lead. I haven't gotten a positive yet, but I came up with a whole way to do it.
You won't.
Most of it's all external.
That's all.
Yeah, if in 6 months you go on a violent criminal spree, that's lead.
Yeah.
It wouldn't
Hey,
be the
man,
first
you're-
time.
You're just staying positive and testing negative.
Yeah.
Or you could do what I do: have a chemistry faculty member with a mass spec in his lab and just give him a sample to run.
All right, I'll send them to you, Gary.
It's
Along
all
with the rest of the
on
samples I
outside.
owe you.
The
we got
franchise is out of
onion
control.
stone.
Here you go, Ben.
Okay.
These are yours.
Well, I picked up something today that's gonna get added to yours.
Oh, yeah. Bring
Oh.
I
Is that the
love
rye?
I love that he goes from like neutral grain spirits to that.
I'd have to run into the other room to grab my rye, but man, that stuff is so amazing.
Oh my god, it's unbelievable, man.
All right, I guess you don't need
love
it.
Oh,
And
my
then
goodness.
Stanley Wagner, how are you? Stanley.
Hey, Swagner, you're on mute, brother.
He muted himself.
Oh, you got a 100-month beam?
No, we
No,
still can't hear his
old
ass.
Mr. Boston.
Hey, Stanley, you're on mute,
Oh,
brother.
okay. Nice.
Okay, is it?
On your own accord. I can't unmute.
Is that better?
The old
That's not,
camel
that's not, that's not
Yeah.
nice.
You still can't hear it?
Yeah, you're good now.
You're good now.
Kind of got dropped after I poured it out.
Hell yeah.
Old Mr. Boston, 100-month?
Yep.
Yeah.
It's good stuff.
Okay, I guess there's a delay on all this.
No, you're
There
good.
it is.
You're just on delay.
You lie, baby.
Chris,
Welcome
hop under
to the
the
chat.
roll.
Wow.
Chris, I want to thank you for helping me get this Doc Swinson's. It's actually
Okay.
it's pretty damn legit, man.
Hey, Jason,
yeah.
which batch is that?
This is batch 9.
Oh, that stuff's amazing.
Yeah, dude, 113.8 proof, 15 years old. Holy shit.
Yeah, they're doing some pretty cool stuff.
Yeah,
If
we've
my
got some
buddy
stuff
Mike
in.
Morrison is in the chat. Thank you so much for sending that to Jason.
Yeah, we've got some stuff in Texas. What is that, Chris? That prideful goat. It's that 15-year also.
I just got one of those today. I hope to have it.
Oh,
in
man.
7 days. Yeah, so Tim, you're gonna have to come over and taste it with me at the house.
What is it?
Oh, definitely. I'm excited about that.
It's a prideful goat. It's 15 years old. It's supposed to be Heaven Hill, and it's supposed to be hypothetically better than Doc Swinson's. And I'll tell you right now, Doc Swinson's 15 year is the most delicious, accessible whiskey that I've had the pleasure of tasting.
Yeah.
And it's out of Houston, right?
What is prideful
Yeah,
goat?
prideful goat. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a single barrel or a couple of barrels selected by a group out of Houston. Yes.
Right.
You know what? I wonder if that's the group that did the with Whiskey Pete or whatever it is. That sounds like it might be
Yes,
like their
it
group or
was.
something.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I
Is
think
that-
that's like 15-year-old Heaven Hill.
Yes,
That's
what
the word.
Yeah.
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 Who do we lose? Did we lose Swagner?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I
All
think
right.
he was muted, so he might be figuring out some issues or something.
No, he wasn't muted. He came on and he was doing great. And
Oh.
now he's back. Swagner in the chat. What's up? What's up, Stanley Wagner Jr.?
Getting
Okay,
a
guys.
delay, I think.
Yeah, I got this crazy delay. It's like 15 or 20 seconds. It's crazy.
Well, we'll let you know what's going on.
15 seconds.
Yeah, look, I fixed that by just looking at the StreamYard stream as opposed to the YouTube stream.
Turn the YouTube off and just pay attention.
Yeah.
To
Yeah.
yeah. And then just, lift your shirt up, share everybody your titties. You're good.
How the internet works.
That's what we all did.
Yeah.
That's how you get some super chats, right?
There are 96 people in the chat. No, I don't have any.
Yeah, Stanley, you just missed the titty flash, so you're okay.
Wait, do we have any super chats? I don't think we did.
$5 for Wagner boob.
Yes, $5 for Wagner.
Wagner boob.
Yeah,
exactly.
Come on, let's get fucking let's get Chris 69 cents in here for the super chat stuff. Let's go.
Nobody wants that.
do that.
Nobody
Don't
wants that.
It's fine. Hey, listen, I can dance for free too. Hey, Marshall
Hey
Copeland.
man, don't sell yourself short.
Oh, wait, what? It's fine. Hey, listen, I can dance. So Marshall Copeland says, I really wanted a bottle of Prideful Goat, but was not on top of things. I wanted to find a sample at some point. Marshall Copeland messaged me because I have one coming to me, and I will definitely send you a sample, brother.
Also, if you have a Specs and you're in Texas, they're showing up. So
Ryan Parker says, Swagner, show your boobs, bro.
No, that's all right. That's all right.
Franklin, Mustang Mike. Oh my God. Dusty Dan. Dan, you dirty dog.
I had to.
Hey, Staley Wagner, you got to take your shirt off, man.
It's not going to happen.
them's the rules.
Hey, look, pure and simple. It's easy for me to just tell you.
Oh my God! I just showed
300
my logo and my nipple in the same frame.
So look, I'm 300. I'm over 300 pounds. Nobody wants to see that right now. I get to 260. I get down to 260, 240 ish. I'll do my whole stream without my shirt on. I'll be good then.
Make it happen.
At least one third of this chat is over 300.
Okay, hold on. We've got somebody waiting to join us. Who is it?
Is that Amy?
Whoa!
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh my God! Shout out
The legend. Yes.
Oh my God! I'm so glad you're here, Amy. How are you?
Amy, boom.
Hey,
How's it going?
Home.com.
So
how are you,
my,
Amy? Amy,
my red shirt.
No, that's hot.
Nice.
Yeah, apparently StreamYard and Chrome not compatible.
Yeah, they're not friends. Also, StreamYard and Hot Buttery Rolls also not friends.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. Is I'm trying to decide right now. I've got pretty much to the point where I think I can do the YouTube. I can do a live on YouTube and stuff, but I can't decide whether or not it's going to be OBS with StreamYard or OBS with Stream Elements.
I would say
just skip them both.
Anything you can do to stay away from StreamYard, do your best.
Yeah.
You know who we got to get in chat? We got to get Tim Evans and Richie Z in some of these chats at some point.
Yeah, Richie Z is probably the biggest. Like,
yeah.
I mean, he's in every single chat every single night.
Yeah.
And I don't think he's never been on a live stream. I'd love to get him on at some point.
Yeah.
Tim Evans is all over the place too.
Yeah, Tim Evans as well. Yeah.
I also appreciate the fact that whenever Amy came on, we jumped from 90 something to 103.
Yeah, that's the way it is.
Yeah.
Amy,
and Amy's got a cool cat on her lap.
The Siamese going. The Siamese going.
Oh, she got that cute kitty.
The baby.
Hi, kid.
Yes.
Whoa.
Wait a second.
Whoa,
Okay,
that's
now we're.
crazy.
I am way too close to people seeing.
My head was the logo.
We want to see a little less of Tim C. Okay,
Please.
I was excited. I got excited.
That's the
John
non-social
T
distance
says, what's
mode.
the link to join? There we go. Also, I'm just going to say, this isn't like other streams where you get every chance to embarrass yourself. If you embarrass yourself, I'm going to boot the fuck out of you. Okay, so one stream at your own peril.
We've already
Number one, you're gonna boot somebody for embarrassing themselves after you lifted your shirt.
I don't want to talk about it. Hey, what?
Wait, who says he was embarrassed by doing that?
No, keep talking, Swagner.
It did something special.
Oh my God, it's almost like someone muted him. I'm just kidding. Hey, Stanley, I'm sorry. Keep talking about how terrible I am with my toplessness.
Hey, to each his own. But I do want to shout out the fact that so Jason, congratulations on 40K. Dusty,
yes,
congratulations on your 1K.
Thank you, Stanley.
I mean, I'm glad that I was a really big part of Jason being able to get to 40K. I mean, he was like me and Scott talked about last night, where he was just a few months ago. Nobody knew who he was, but we started pumping him up, and look at him, 40,000 people.
You're at least responsible for 25K of that, man.
That's what I figure. It's got to be somewhere around there.
Well, I mean, I don't know if Swag knows, but you know, Wags is going to get probably a nice hefty check for royalties.
Well, I appreciate that, but of course it'll be 30% less because YouTube has to take their part.
That's exactly right. Yeah, exactly right. And then you forgot about the Jason Fuggy Yamada tax.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
Hey, when you Fuggy Yamada,
it's another 40%. So
Wags has a check coming for 42 cents.
Yeah, it's gonna be accompanied by a Jepta flight.
Oh
and
God!
also, Jason says it's $40, but my Mutta says it's 20.
Hey,
And,
Amy,
shout
are
out
you
to
drinking
Ham Hock.
anything?
shout out to the Ham Hock and Fishnets.
Yes,
Yes.
that literally is. I mean, you've got to change. It's not my bourbon journey anymore. It's my bourbon ham hock. I mean,
That was impressive and embarrassing all at the same time. That was awesome.
I love it.
I give DC a lot of credit for doing that right there. That was awesome.
Hey, Amy, are you drinking anything?
I am not drinking anything at the moment.
So, Amy, so I'm curious,
Southern accent.
Amy, what is your go-to whiskey that you like to drink? Like if you're long day or whatever it is, what's the most usual whiskey you're reaching for?
Probably the Old Forester 1920 or the Jack Daniel's single barrel proof.
Wow.
Yeah.
First Institute, baby.
Yeah. Can't go wrong with either of those.
Yeah. Oh God, sorry.
Oh.
Loud clock.
Great noises.
hey Jason, in honor of Jason tonight, I actually had out my Glen, and I have turkey in it, and I even wore the shirt.
Oh, the
Nice.
Turkey Strong shirt, yes.
Did you put pants on tonight?
Yeah, I got on my camo shorts. I'm all right.
Okay, good.
Wags, turn around. I want to see the back of that shirt where it says Turkey Strong. Does it say Turkey Strong in the back? There it is. Turkey Strong, baby.
There you go.
Love it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I have about 5 more new T-shirt designs that I'm launching in the next couple of weeks. So you guys keep an eye out for that.
Hell yeah.
All right, cool. Is there going to be a Ham Hocks Reserve T-shirt? Because I want to get that one.
Well, when Scott and I start releasing our barrel picks, there's definitely going to be some kind of Ham Hock fishnet pick coming out.
We'll get some. Yeah. I think tonight is like created some good stuff. So we'll get some good stuff coming here pretty soon. That's for sure.
Oh, between trains and Ham Hocks, you guys.
Oh, someone's busting out the stag.
Oh, Amy with
what
the
a
stag.
For you guys.
What a show off.
Yeah, she went to bragging camp. She went to bragging camp with hot buttery rolls and J Pit.
J Pit was my J Pit is my sensei.
I can't leave this little tiny area that I'm at, but I'm just drinking this weird Cotton Hollow. I don't know what it is.
Hey, if you love the flavor of wet cardboard boxes and hate, you will love Cotton Hollow.
Tim, hey, it's aged 5 years. What's better than that?
Tim, what is
93 proof.
What's it say on the back of it? What does it say? What is it?
Enjoy responsibly. Darren
You
Lincoln,
can't.
founder, owner, and whiskey.
You have to drink it aggressively, and it will not be responsible at all.
It's very weird. I'm part of one of those like whiskey of the month things, and they just randomly show up at your house, and it's not very good. But
Hey, at least you got I got something aged 5 years. This one's been aged 30 days.
30 days.
Impressive.
California clear white whiskey. Yeah.
It's literally still clear.
Yeah.
That looks like hate in a bottle.
Oh, believe me, when I'm not I used to be really into tequilas and stuff when I was younger. The first thing, as soon as I took the top off of it and smelt it, it smelled like Terramana tequila, and I was just like,
Ooh.
no.
Oh,
I took one drink of it and said, oh no, that one's gonna.
hey, have any of you guys had the Restoration Rye yet from Castle and Key?
No.
Not yet.
No, I
I'm
really
trying
want to try it, especially that one that's their own distillate and aged product.
Yeah.
I've got a sample of it. I've heard actually a lot of people have like really been fairly impressed. Like a lot of people like it. So we'll see.
Same, and I believe that rye that they're releasing by themselves is 4 years, and it's getting pretty good reviews from what I've seen.
You know what? And that seems like if you're gonna release something early, like what we all think as early, it should be a rye. Like rye.
Oh, for sure.
I mean, it's the way to. If you're gonna do it, if you're gonna release anything early, let it be a rye for Christ.
I mean, that's kind of the sweet spot, right? 4 to 6 years.
Their first release was a gin, right?
Yeah, they released that shit. Like the gin, I think they had that stuff aged I think it was 24 hours.
Yeah. It was
gross. You know,
well, they've done a gin and a vodka, right?
Yeah.
And they've also released under other distillate ryes.
Yeah.
But they've also joined the circus. And they also sold Dickel for $200 a bottle.
Right. Yeah.
It wasn't them, it was their master distiller.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Hey, Jason, what's that woman's name?
What?
The lady that did Restoration.
Oh, what's her face?
Sam.
Yeah.
Is she the one on that documentary?
Yeah. Yeah, the one that
I know. I know the name.
Marianne
Eves. Thank you. Yeah, nailed it.
Yeah, we were talking about that last night.
Yeah,
Bourbon Baller says,
she's
"Oh shit, the band is back together. What's up, everyone? What's up, Bourbon Baller?"
Yeah, Marianne Eves is it's kind of interesting the reaction when she left Castle and Key and kind of did her own thing.
Well, she joined the circus.
A lot of people don't realize she wanted to have a kid and do.
Well, she was pregnant.
A couple of other things, but at the same time,
normal adult things.
Yeah, but I mean, she kind of left like this. She had this aura and this connection to Castle and Key and bringing back that.
She had a mystique.
That old flavor profile, finding an old Taylor and trying to replicate that flavor profile. And then she just kind of got up and left, and then she blended a $250 Dickel from Sweetens Cove. And now she's charging people $500 for a subscription service. So not really sure where she's at right now.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that was kind of the whole purpose behind.
She's literally following the circus around, blending whiskey for Sweetens Cove.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, wasn't that the whole purpose of that entire venture, buying an old distillery and then finding the right mash bill that they used during that time?
Yep.
And
I mean, I don't understand why, if it was me and if that stuff was aging after I feel like I thought I had nailed it, it's okay, I got to wait for the stuff to age. It's just kind of left before all that stuff was ready. And we're looking at next year, 2022, being the year that they're going to release their bottled and bond Castle and Key, bourbon. So I'm very, a lot of people were very taken back that she left before that happened.
Yeah, just kind of threw up that peace sign and bounced.
Yeah.
Who's typing?
Hand check.
Hand check.
You can kick my butt out for it.
Wait, who's getting kicked out?
Bourbon's the one that was typing.
Hey, listen, Ben, I love you, dude, but you can't do that. I'm just kidding. No. I actually literally the reason he was typing is because he was texting me back because John Trombetta has been chilling in the lobby for 20 fucking minutes. So here's John. Welcome to the stream, brother.
John T, baby.
Hey, John, you were also muted by yourself. All right, you got 3 seconds. 3.
He nailed it.
And he's here. Okay.
Hey, how's
John T.
everybody doing?
Hey, John.
Hell yeah. So, hey, also Ben Burben, which was a nickname that was given to him by me and Jay Pitt. Thank you so much for being in the chat. I'm sorry we had to boot you, but John T's been waiting patiently to be in the chat.
John T's one of the winners tonight. Congrats, bud.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Congrats, buddy. And also, in case the next person wants to get, wants to leave gracefully before they get kicked off, Ken from Scotch Down Under is waiting in the lobby as well. If you guys saw my stream on Saturday, Ken from Scotch Down Under has like the third sexiest accent behind my Siri and my wife's Southern drawl that I've ever heard.
What accent do you have your Siri set to?
Australian, but it's not near as good as Ken's.
Yeah, I have my Google accent is a Australian lady.
Yeah, so is mine. Because the thing is, dude, like, listen, if I have a dude telling me, recalculating, turn right in 300 yards, I'm like, you know what, man, fuck you. I'm driving the way I want to drive. But if it's an Australian woman, she's like, turn right in 500 yards. I'm like, God damn it, okay. I'm in.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, we all know like Jason's like Google Assistant is like, hey Google, can you tell me what the temperature is gonna be? It says, hey Jason, go fuck yourself.
Hey Jason, go fuck yourself.
No, she doesn't.
And you're trained.
She talks. Listen, I don't know what Scott's talking about. She talks very nice to me.
Yo, you got the nice one.
He doesn't.
You got the nice one.
Hey, Chris.
Yes, Stanley.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt Jason. I knew he had something. I knew astute.
No. You know what? He got 40,000 subs tonight, but you're still important. You fucking talk, okay?
Hey, Chris, I got a question for you. I know this is going to get me kicked off, so I might as well go ahead and get it over and done with.
The answer is 68.
The other night when we were talking to the Scotch Down Under, I was trying to figure out what the Instagram was of the girls that in Australia that taste whiskey that are, because we were asking about bourbons and stuff, and I said, well, there's a girl that does a whole thing on Instagram.
Yeah, her name is A Girl Tasting Whiskey.
Jesus.
Hey, Ken, what's up, buddy?
What's up, y'all?
That was easy. I was going to offer to leave, but man, that just opened up.
Down Under.
No, that's really generous. Yeah. So what's up, Ken?
Not much. I better pour something.
I'm just kidding. Hey, also Stanley and Tim, I'm sorry. That was hateful. But I can only fit 10 people because I can only afford $50 a month for this shit.
I can only afford 10 people.
Yeah. Also, you guys, shit. I'm gonna put the link back in the chat.
For one more person.
You guys feel free to jump back in queue. Best of luck. Yeah. So Ken, this is my new buddy from Scotch Down Under. It's like 2 p.m. where he is, and he's already drinking. And that's what I love about him.
2 p.m.
Ken, since you
there's other people drinking, I'm gonna drink.
Ken, since you came on, I have a bottle of this is a Bunnahabhain.
I thought he was gonna say erection.
This is a hand-filled PX cast that's 16 years old. Yeah, exactly.
Ken seems like that's not impressive.
John, what is that that you had?
John's on mute. He muted himself. There you go.
That is Woodford Reserve that you hear me?
Yeah.
I hear you.
Yeah, no, it's a Woodford Reserve that I yeah, it's a wood. From Dan likes and stuff. There's a delay pretty bad.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Cool. Thanks, man. Nah, John, I love you, buddy. Now, jump back in the queue. and we'll renew your sub. Yeah.
That's why I'm saying
Oh my
so little.
gosh.
I love that Chris is like the moral patrol right now.
Oh man. All right. No, we're good. Okay. So
The
listen,
cake is good.
if we're talking about it, we shouldn't allow me to be in charge of anything.
Hi, Chris.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, Stanley? What's up, man?
Long time no see.
What's awesome?
no,
right
you've
now,
been
if you have
seeing
your
me.
shit together. You're like not gonna stay in the stream.
Oh, no, I figured I'm going to get, maybe 30 or 40 seconds in and he'll find a way to.
Yep. There you go.
No,
There you go.
Listen,
Get
man,
ready.
hey, hands up here. If anybody boots you, it's not me.
Hey, Ken, how you doing?
Good, mate. Yourself?
I'm doing all right. It was.
Hey, Ken, the other night, whenever we went live on Saturday, was that your son that was going ham in the background, bro?
Yeah, he had some orange juice. So
Dude, I fucking love it.
V8
man.
juice. It's called V8 juice. So it's like a freaking Chevy big block engine when he gets into him. So it just turns him.
Hey, I feel like you mean Holden.
Second?
Holden big block engine.
I wish my series.
Yeah.
Hey, hot buttery rolls. What's your email?
Hotbutteryrolls1@gmail.com.
All right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
get
so-
my email.
Here come Chris. Here come the dick pics.
Okay, so here, Ken.
I'm not mad about it.
Later on that day, Chris. This is hilarious. Later on that day, he posted a video. He posted a live with his wife building Legos while drinking whiskey, and it
I saw
freaking,
it.
It was freaking awesome.
Yeah, no, I saw that. I saw that live stream. Honestly, it was during a wicked hangover brought on by my own personal terribleness as a human. But yeah. Hey, everybody, welcome back. John Trombetta. What's up, buddy? Hey, I'm sorry. I just realized you've been waiting. Sorry.
Oh my god.
Yeah, this is my third day.
Yeah, my internet must be kind of messed up, but yeah, I'm drinking Woodford Reserve, very fine.
No, it's way better. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Oh, you got the very fine.
Yeah, the very fine and rare is actually probably one of the most impressive 90 proof bourbons I've had in a long time.
No, I completely
Yeah,
agree.
it's very, very good.
Yep.
It's really oily.
It's super oily and it's got a crazy long finish for a 90 proofer.
Yeah, I think the oiliness contributes to the finish, and for a 90 proofer, it's definitely
Yeah, I
worth
agree, Jason.
exploring.
Yep.
But I will tell you that I wouldn't pay probably more than $100 for it, and it's priced well above that. Like, I don't know. I really wish that it was. I really wish it was more reasonably priced because it's a really good whiskey.
Well, I mean, I always kind of call out the Woodford Reserve Masters collections. I mean, that's the newest in the Masters collection, whatever they want to call it. But yeah, I mean, being 130 to 160 for that stuff at that proof point, I think is a little bit. It's definitely a little bit higher than I would like. But I've always said Woodford Reserve drinkers, Woodford Reserve, fans that love that stuff will pay any amount to get their hands on any of it. So
yeah,
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And the batch proof at 128, 132, those things are amazing at $100 plus.
Yeah. The batch proof, because a lot of people grade. I mean, a lot of us will grade. Look at the George T. Stagg 2020. You had the George T. Stagg 2019 that was 116 proof, which is being sold for about $400 to $450, and now it's back up to 130 proof, and now all of a sudden it's 600 and above.
Yeah.
So it's not just what it is, but people rely on those proof points actually for gauging their price points.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Well, yeah, because people. I mean, me, I'm comfortable drinking 94 to 100 all day long, and I can drink and I don't base how much I'm paying on the proof. I don't base it on the proof. I base it on whether it's good, if it's good enough, and if I pay that much money for it.
Yeah, I mean,
can we please talk about this comment?
Yeah, exactly. Tastes like wood and oak and oil got frisky and they charge $130 to watch. Exactly.
Also,
Get
this is
him on
the
here.
next comment.
ADHD.
Love it.
Hey, Chris, check your email. I sent you something.
Wait, if this is butthole pics, I'm not posting them.
No, it's not. It's not butthole pics. It's something that you need to have on your live streams.
If there's anything I've learned in this last few days, is that you don't want anything sent to you from DC or anything that's been sent to Jason that he's passing on. So
I can say that's not true, Stanley.
Oh, really?
I can.
This story brought to you by
Since you teased me, Jason,
Jason
I'm
is a very generous guy.
Oh, no, I'm not saying Jason's not a generous guy.
I'm saying that.
Oh, no, Jason. I know Jason's awesome. You know, I mean, he's not Scott, but he's still pretty cool.
Wow. What do you mean he's not Scott? Scott sits there, talks like a Canadian, and acts like he's from the
Jesus.
Well, I'm just saying, you know, Scott reached out to me before anybody, you know, before you did, to see if I'd like to come on a shit show and have a good
because
time.
I'm a nice guy. That's because I'm a nice guy. So Jason C, not so much.
Oh wow.
You know, I understand. I'm just a guy over on Instagram that hangs out over here on YouTube on the chats, and I'm trying to move my way up and everything else. Jason's kind of big time, you know, so I understand.
Right,
I have to work my way up.
Anybody that hasn't heard already, Stanley Wagner Jr. is _Mashbill on Instagram, and he is shooting for 500 followers by this Friday. If he gets there, what are you giving away, Stanley Wagner Jr.?
Eagle Rare Store Pick from
here
in Southern California.
Yes. So if you guys are not already followers on Instagram, please follow Swagner, because I feel like inside of 500 followers, you're going to have a pretty good odds of winning that ball.
Swagoo.
Yeah, and I was at 320. I was at 320 before I started watching Jason tonight. I haven't checked it since then. Well, actually, but
it's down to 313.
Okay, if I could really quick, there's a channel on Instagram and on YouTube called The Drink Pro.
Yeah.
Kyle is really close on both of his channels to hitting 500.
Yep.
He's closer than I am. And if you were to choose just one channel today to subscribe to his.
It is.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, guys, it doesn't cost anything. It's free.
Yeah.
I know.
It's just
I know, but
away.
some people just don't want to follow. So, I mean,
hold
some people
on,
just don't want to follow a bunch of people.
the arms of the angel.
I'm not a freaking dog, and this is not.
Yeah, we're the animals that we have.
All the channels. Smash those likes. Hit those bells. Do it all.
Yeah, something like you too can sponsor these whiskey tube.
Exactly.
$20 a month. Just $20 a month.
Do I need to have
Just
a fly?
$20
Do I need to have a fly on my cheek or something?
Yeah.
Just one click on a Wednesday night.
That's
Thursday morning.
That's what we all need. We need like sorry.
Floridian says I'm banned.
Feel sorry.
Floridian
for
says
it.
I'm banned from seeing on my own live streams. Also, Floridian, jokes on you. I'll never be banned from seeing on my own live streams.
I'm gonna have my girlfriend's dog come downstairs. She's a rescue.
Aw, such a sweet baby.
Where's Willow? Willow, come here.
And then Brian also needs to be getting some follows too over at Kilco.
Yeah.
Yes, 100%.
Yeah. We need to get Kilco. Actually, Kilco, I've told him I'm working on. He's always looking to try some crazy whiskeys. I'm working on a sample box for him.
I'm both thrilled and nervous.
Come here, Willow. Come here. Here comes Willow.
I am both thrilled and nervous.
Come here. Come here. Come here, Willow. Come here, girl. Up.
Ken, where in Australia are you?
Up.
I'm on the west coast, north of Perth.
Yeah.
And I'm
I've
looking
been
forward
there.
to 110 degrees for the next 5 days.
Yikes on bikes.
Hey, is there any
That's what you get for having your summer in the middle of the winter.
I know, right? What's the deal?
Is there any chance you can let us know what the winning lottery numbers were from yesterday?
Actually, that's a good idea,
Which one
man.
you want?
I wish those are the ones I'm playing.
I wish.
We all wish.
Yes. Hey, Jason C. Quit being a douche, okay? Quit setting that stuff all over the place.
Hey, this literally has nothing to do with Jason.
Every channel on YouTube.
There you go.
Every channel on YouTube needs to have that.
Jesus.
Oh God, yeah.
That's awesome.
Hey, you know what? That's too sexual. I'm trying to reach a younger youth target. So, hey, if you guys could
want that young demographic, get them into alcohol early,
I just love the fact that my whole upper torso is nothing but a ham hock.
It's just a lot of ham hock.
It is a lot.
of ham hock.
Good.
Hey, can we talk about below that though?
But
Those
yeah,
are
look
good
at those
legs.
legs.
Those are good legs
God,
right there.
come on.
Totally destroyed
Scotty too hottie.
He has
Those
quite
are good legs.
He has
Those are
quite-
good legs right there.
Yeah, he's got quite the
Yeah,
hair.
you can do a leg days and skip and chest day, I think.
Yeah, he's
That is
got,
the best. That is the best commercial I've ever seen for Spanx.
he's got quite the hairy.
Yes.
He's got a hell of a hairy right arm, doesn't he?
That's literally Scott's right arm.
Yeah.
Somebody needs to like animate that to like single ladies.
Yeah.
Yes.
Good pick.
Oh my
good,
God.
good pick, Amy.
Trev could do
Good
that.
pick.
Trev could do that for sure.
Oh, that's
Oh my goodness.
Chris, if you need my spot, I think it's time to go after that.
He's like, I've seen enough. I can't take it anymore.
Hey, Gary. Gary, thank you for being on franchise. I love you, buddy.
Thank you for having me.
Cheers, buddy.
Bye, buddy.
Congratulations on your win, Gary.
What a great guy.
So Ben,
Never
on
knew that.
Sunday, how long did you stream for Sunday?
Who?
You, Ben.
Ben.
Oh, Ben.
Aren't
Me.
you Ben? Down under?
I'm Ken.
Or Ken,
Ken.
sorry.
I'm Ken.
Ken.
Pen, I'm dog with a leg.
Yeah.
With my
Hey, what's your real name? Now we know that's not your real name.
It's now
I'm
Ben.
sorry, Ken.
It's now
Seven.
Ben.
It was
Is it Ben now?
7 hours and 45 minutes.
Poor.
Hey,
Wow.
I'm gonna tell
I
you
was
right
gonna keep
now.
going,
I
but-
checked out Scotch Down Under's channel. Their live streams make me look like a little bitch. Like we're talking 5 to 7 hours every single week.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, that is bananas.
So Scotch
Yeah,
Down
muck
Under.
around.
What's your, so Scotch Down Under. I'm curious. Out of all the flavor profiles in Scotland, what do you normally go to?
It's like trying to pick the old thing of pick your best child.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's impossible. I mean,
It's
I like
easy
them
for
all.
me,
I
but
like-
it's hard for other people.
I've only got one child, so I can, except my first.
Yeah, I've got 4, but I can still pick the best one.
The one that didn't give you the shit that day.
Kind of didn't realize I was still in here. So cool. Hi.
Yeah.
Hi.
Tim's
Hi
like,
again.
Tim's like, what the fuck am I
Surprise.
still doing here?
I mean, the one Boonhaven and Brooklotti have probably been my favorite distilleries that I've gone to. What about you?
Oh, I love everything from Brook Laddie. I mean, the classic Laddie to the Barla Islas to the Port Charlottes and the Octomores. Love all
Yep.
those.
Yep.
Yeah, everything from Isla. Big fan. But I like the Speyside stuff. I like the Lowland stuff, the Campbelltown, all of it. If it's
I've been,
whiskey and
I've
it's
been-
alcohol, I'm in it.
Yeah, I've been kind of gearing towards the coastal malts like Talisker and some of those at Kalila. I mean, I've been absolutely in love with those lately. Yep.
So the
Aaron?
folks in here who are Scotch drinkers, like, what are your opinions on like a Compass box?
It's terrible.
Hell yeah.
Wait, I'm
Yeah, don't buy it.
Well,
Don't
that
buy it.
just went
Don't buy it.
everywhere at the same time.
Well,
so
I mean, Compass Box. I mean, you have to look at it kind of like what bourbon is doing now and what American whiskey is doing.
blending, right?
They're taking some amazing whiskeys and blending them together, and I think they're doing it a little bit of a different way. I think Compass Box is what they're doing is they're taking different flavor profiles from sherry finishes and different barley types, and they're blending them together to make something unique. Whereas you have the bourbon distillers where taking American whiskeys, they're taking rye, they're taking young whiskeys and older whiskeys, maybe adding some light whiskey to kind of bridge that gap. But I think
okay.
What Compass Box is doing is it's similar, but I mean the stuff that they have to play with is so vast. They're taking flavor profiles from all over Scotland, stuff that we can't even like get a hold of, and putting it in blends. That's amazing stuff.
Right, because like as a non-Scotch drinker, they were one of the few things I was introduced to. Like I'm a huge fan of like Highland Park.
Yep.
And Compass Box was the other company I was introduced to as a non-Scotch drinker. And I'm a huge fan of like the Spaniard and oddly enough, Peat Monster. I don't know why, but I'm just a huge fan of it. I don't know why.
Yeah, Peat Monster and also Spice Tree have been the two selections from Compass Box that I have introduced. Okay. I've introduced bourbon drinkers to those scotches.
Yeah.
And they've absolutely fell in love with them. So
yeah, the Peat Monster is just so different from anything I've had, like as a pretty much standard bourbon drinker, that it's interesting to see that, and it's kind of been my gateway into Scotch.
Yep.
Yeah.
Good way to go. Definitely.
Well, yeah. Go to the extreme first, right?
I mean that's the thing. You give someone an Ardbeg right off the bat, or you kind of.
Well, that's how you weed out the weak. You just give them an Ardbeg. Right?
You go to the extreme. Yeah.
So I'm not gonna lie. I've been eyeing a wee beastie locally, and I think that might be too much for me as kind of like a new Scotch drinker. But does anybody have an opinion on it?
Well, I mean, yeah, I did a review.
Either you're gonna love it or you're gonna hate it.
I did a review on the Wee Beastie. It's a young peated whiskey, and Ken, you could kind of chime in here too. You probably have some experience with it. It's one of those peated whiskeys that'll kick you in the nuts because it is a young peated whiskey.
Okay.
So you get a lot of the smoke, you get a lot of that young peat, that young peat, pretty like that architecture that's within that whiskey. But on top of it, it is sherry aged, so there is some sweetness to it, but it's not as refined as like you would find like in Ardbeg Ugadal, which is older, has some more refinement to it. The Ardbeg Wee BC just wants to kick you right in the balls, and it does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's kind of a make it or break it type introduction to that.
Kind of.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then the peat world, when it comes to Isla, either you're going to love it or you're going to hate it. And as you said, with the younger expressions, they're going to be a lot more phenolic. They're going to be a lot more ashy and smoky with the Ardbegs. But for the price point, what you get for a Wee Beastie and an Ardbeg 10, personally, I'd go with the Ardbeg 10. It's a little bit more sweeter and more refined. And it's around the same price. But then you've got Lagavulin 16, which has been a gateway drug for a lot of people.
Yeah.
I've fallen in love with that. And then Lafroig is that real Band-Aid iodine, if you like that. Dabble in with your feet and see what you think.
They're like a hospital dumpster on fire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you like walking around a hospital licking people's wounded arms after they've been dressed, then
after they've been smoked. Yeah.
But the thing is about the Compass Box though, also that I've noticed is that for the price across the board for all, even the ones that are hard to find, it's worth what they're asking. What MSRP is. I mean, it's worth every bit of. Some of them $150, $200. That bottle's more than worth that $200.
Well, yeah, I could agree with that simply off the fact that I think Scotch and Irish whiskey has figured out how to price their product versus bourbon, which is still kind of figuring out where it's priced.
Right. So okay, so now it's got a big Tim C on my. Okay, now it's to me.
Look at this fucking guy.
You are not in control.
I mean,
you are not in control of your
is always a good one to try.
But
I thought you were going to talk.
Well, I was just going to tell. Yeah, I was just going to tell him that's. I mean, I just got into Scotch and everything else, and I've been sampling some of the Compass Box stuff, and I'm like. That's a bottle that literally I'm willing to pay the $140 for. Well, Spice Tree's not that expensive, but some of the other ones I want to try, I'm willing to go ahead without trying them because of what I've had so far.
Yeah.
So what about the age? about the age with Scotch? I really haven't got into it. But you see real old Scotch and whatnot. How does that play? Is it more smoky the older it gets?
Well, I mean, you have to understand that not all Scotch. A lot of people will try Scotch. And this is something I harp on all the time. A lot of bourbon drinkers that will try Scotch for the first time, whether it be Ardbeg, Lafroig, or Lagavulin, and they think that all that smoky Scotch tasted like all tastes the same, and that couldn't be further from the truth. I mean, you have Speyside, you have Highland, you have Lowland, you have Coastal. They all have different flavor profiles, and they're all extremely different. And I always tell people to try different Scotches to, find their flavor profile. Now, Boonhaven seems to be my favorite, which is an Isla, but it's also a low peated. There's not much peat in this Scotch, but it's sweet. It has a mix of sherry and bourbon casks and has a good flavor profile that I think a lot of bourbon drinkers like. So I think it really depends. If you want to dive into something smoky, go to Isla, or you want to try an Ardbeg or Lagavulin and Lafroig, then more power to you.
Boonhaven's a really good place to start. I mean, now this is coming from a guy who's not into Scotch for the most part at all. And when I did a blind flight, the Boonhaven stuff was really, really impressive to me. So, like, if I was going to recommend something like that, like Boonhaven by far was like what fit my profile. So anyone transitioning from bourbon to Scotch, like, I think Boonhaven's a really good place to start.
I'll say that in answer to John's question, so he asked specifically, the older you get, does it get more spiky? Do you get more smoke? And I will say that, in my opinion, Scotch is similar to rye, where once you get past a certain age, it gets less and less spiky and becomes more rounded and subdued.
Yeah,
so
correct.
when you drink a young rye, 4 years to 6 years old, you're going to get dill, mint, menthol, all those things, anise that are just like off the charts. And same thing with Scotch. So if you're drinking Wee Beastie, which is, and forgive me for not knowing, but Wee Beastie, I want to say, is 8 years old.
It's 5 years old.
5 years old. So it's a 5 years old peated Scotch, and all you're going to get on that is like super spiky peated notes. And so the longer that stays, the longer it mellows and matures, the more it has interaction with the wood, the more it just, mellows on its own. And so you're going to get more and more mature, rounded Scotch notes. And so if you really like the spiky Band-Aid or smoky campfire flavors, then by all means, reach out for a 10-year or younger Scotch. But if you want something that's going to be more rounded and easy to acclimate yourself to, for sure, reach out to, 12, 15, 18, 21-year-old Scotches.
Yeah, and if I could say one thing as like a kind of a new Scotch drinker being introduced to it, not all age statements are created equal in the whiskey world.
Yeah.
I have a 27-year Redbreast that is less oaky than an Elijah Craig 18-year.
Which is Irish.
And,
yes.
Right. Redbreast is an Irish whiskey, and it's probably my favorite whiskey overall. Like, I'm a bourbon drinker, but surprisingly, my favorite whiskey is Redbreast, an Irish whiskey. And I can drink the 27 and pick up less oaky notes than an Elijah Craig 18. Or, you can go into Scotch and you can get a 23-year-old product that is even less oaky than a 12-year-old bourbon. Yeah. So it's not created equal because of the milder climates and stuff.
Yeah,
and the cost.
Part of that comes down to the barrels, because whenever you age a bourbon, it has to be a brand new charred white oak barrel.
Right.
And so you're getting all of that first char, first aging. And whenever you're tasting a Scotch or an Irish, you're getting a barrel that it was either, in some cases for Redbreast, it was aged wine for years and years.
Yeah.
Or aged bourbon, or aged Scotch. And so you're not getting all the wood tannic notes, all the sweetness, and the crazy interaction.
And you also have to put into play the climate. I mean, England.
Exactly.
I mean, Scotland has a much, different climate than
Right?
Kentucky.
Are you oceanside or inland?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Are you getting the salty brine? Are you getting the
it's
easiness
mostly,
of the Highlands? Yeah.
It's mostly rainy and cloudy, and a 12-year Scotch you could put that up against a 6-year bourbon, and that's what the flavor profile is. It's usually,
that's
well, you
what
got a
happened.
20-year-old Scotch, and it's going to be more delicate than a 3-year-old Texas.
You got it. That's
right.
That's exactly right. Like Tim said, like you can't confuse age statements between Scotch and bourbon at all. Then they do not do not correlate at all.
They are completely separate. Yep.
Right.
It's the
Yeah.
same
What
with-
about-
Exactly. They are miles apart from each other.
They
I
are.
mean,
Exactly.
just
But what about Irish whiskey? Is it? I like Irish whiskey. Kind of started drinking a lot of that along with bourbon, but
I was going to point you to
it
Connemara.
always seems like Irish is. It seems a lot more mellow,
Yeah.
triple distilled.
less tasty
John,
than
John,
the
one of the
bourbon
things
and
that's
whatnot.
crucial about Irish is that they don't peat
mm-hmm.
their barley.
Unless you're talking Connemara.
Yeah. Well, yeah. No, yeah. But other than Connemara, an Irish is going to be tasting like a light, sweet butter cookie, mostly because it's just unpeated malted barley. And you have one
not
grain.
really. The main thing is it's triple distilled. So
Yeah,
you're
you
not
have-
getting
Exactly.
Oh yeah,
Exactly.
tails. Yeah, that's all cut out.
And it's all, well, hypothetically, it's all pot still because the Irish.
Right. Yeah. You're getting
heavily
pot
against
still a lot with
stills.
Irish, and it's a lot sweeter because of that.
If it's pot stilled
Exactly.
Irish.
So you have your pot still that makes things more mellow. You're
Mhm.
going to distill it 3 times. You're going to use only barley, hypothetically. And because the Irish
a
are
lot of
pure.
Irish are grain. A lot of Irish is grain, unless it states that it is single pot still. Then it's
Well,
triple distilled, only pot still. But most of typically an
I
Irish
agree.
has grains in it.
Yeah. And what I'm talking about is like the Irish that I want to drink. And because there are a lot of grain whiskeys out of Ireland, like Proper 12, Slane, others that are grain whiskeys that are not single malt. And so, yeah, so what I'm, and I apologize for not clarifying, but Irish to me is pot still, barley only, unpeated. And that is such a delicate flavor. And it doesn't matter how long you age it, it's going to stay delicate and delicious and rich. And to me, the real differences in Irish are differences in proof and age.
Yeah,
for sure.
You have to talk about, when you talk about Irish whiskey, you got to talk about the differentiation between single pot still and then you have the blended Irish whiskey. So single pot still Irish whiskeys, it's a very unique style, and people usually, I mean, when you talk about single pot still, you're talking about the spot style, like, the green spot, yellow spot, red spot, and then you're also talking about red breast. I mean, it's a unique style in Ireland. I mean, it's a mash of malted and unmalted barley, and usually up to about 5% of other grains, according to the technical file.
Yep.
For those of you guys that don't know what the technical file is, it's the Irish whiskey file that identifies all the stages of whiskey. You're talking about brewing, fermentation, distillation, maturation, blending, bottling, labeling, everything. So it's the set of rules and the style of Irish whiskey that sets it apart from everything else that's created, everywhere else in the world. That pot still texture, it gives it an oily and spicy type of finish to it, which makes it different, but it's also very sweet. If you've had older Irish whiskeys, I'm talking about plus 10, plus 15 years old, there's like a pineapple mango type of flavor profile that goes along with it. It gets extremely tropical the older it gets, and smooth. A lot of people think that bourbon is the fastest growing whiskey segment in the world right now. It's not. It's actually Irish whiskey.
And it continues to grow. Like that and rum are two categories, like Irish whiskey and rum are like the two categories that just keep growing that nobody's like talking about. Like,
You're making me think of Method and Madness.
Yeah,
rum
is
And can we also talk about the pride of Irish whiskey? Because, one of the reasons that Irish whiskey started the E in the word whiskey is because they refuse to accommodate the coffee still, which is a column still.
Yep.
And so Irish whiskey done right is a tradition that is one of the most pure traditions in all of whiskeydom.
Yeah.
And here's the thing for you. Jameson.
I think my favorite was like Macallan 25. I think that was some good ass shit, but it was like $40 a shot, you know.
What was it called?
I think it was Macallan 25.
Yeah, that's a Scotch.
Yeah, that's definitely a Scotch.
And it was,
So something I really wanted to say to what Jason said just a minute ago is that in Irish whiskey, once you get past like 10-year point, you start picking up on those like super tropical notes. Like a perfect example of that is Yellow Spot. Like Yellow Spot is like a perfect example of like a 12-year-old Irish whiskey. I think it's like one of the purest and perfect representations of like pot still Irish whiskey.
Yeah,
it's just
so
stunning.
I have Yellow Spot. I have Yellow Spot right here.
Amazing.
3 cask maturation, bourbon, sherry, Malaga, non-chill filtered, all the good stuff you want in a really good Irish whiskey. But there's just not many representations of like I said, when you think, so Pernod Ricard, which is, the owner, they have Middleton, those guys, I mean.
Yeah, Middleton was good.
Yeah, they pretty much have, they have they've championed the whole single pot still movement. Yeah. So when you think of single pot still Irish whiskey, when when people think of it, and even when you go to Ireland, it's all about the spots and it's about Redbreast.
Yeah.
So those two brands are the ones that people think about when you think single pot still, when it comes to texture, complexity, tropical notes, and all those other things that call and play. And what Chris said before, that really nice like butter cookie, shortbread type of flavor profile to it.
Purest Irish.
I am super excited to try the new Blue Spot cask strength.
Yeah, my review for the Blue Spot is dropping, I think tomorrow or Friday, depending on when it gets done. But
really excited to start seeing that in my area.
In the chat right now, they can link to Jason's channel. If by some weird miracle you're not one of the 40,000 people that's subscribing to Jason,
what the hell are you doing?
go subscribe to him. Set up your notifications because I will be watching that review as soon as it drops because I have not had access to the Blue Spot, but I really want to because I'm a huge fan of cask strength Irish.
Yeah,
especially traditional.
And I do I also talk about in that review. I talk about the a little bit of the history of Mitchell and Sons, which is very unique. Because back in Ireland, you go back to the 1800s. A lot of those guys didn't distill anything. These guys were wine merchants. And they were buying barrels, and the thing with the spots, which was really interesting, is these guys would they would taste these whiskeys from different barrels, and they were basically marking them with a paint with spots on the different barrels,
right?
And that was basically the mark to call like their barrel. Yeah, like if they thought that this barrel was going to be more exceptional than other barrels, then they would get a certain color spot on it. And what's interesting is all the red spot, yellow spot, green spot, and blue spot were all together up until the 1930s, 40s, and 50s, and then all of a sudden they went away. So the blue spot coming back actually is the first time all the spots since that time frame are going to be available now. So I think it's a great milestone for the brand. And I compare it in the review to Redbreast cask strength, and it's an interesting comparison.
That Redbreast 12 cask strength. Oh, don't even. Oh my God, so good, so good.
They're actually really miles apart because the Blue Spot. Remember, it's a ex bourbon, ex sherry, and then ex Madeira finish to it. So it's got all these enveloping flavors. The thing that really impressed me about the Blue Spot was the amount of mint that was on the nose of the palate, which was actually really different for an Irish whiskey for me.
That is super different. Just hearing you say that. Yeah, that's wild to find that in like an Irish whiskey, like a super minty note. Like what?
Yeah. I mean, it's the green spot is the one that kind of survived. When yellow spot, red spot, and blue spot went away, the one whiskey that survived was green spot, and it ended up becoming really rare. And one of those, it was like the Pappy of Irish whiskey at the time. Yeah. So
at the time,
it's some really, really interesting history that in that entire lineup. So I'm excited for you guys to watch the review. It's pretty cool.
I am too. Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Like I said, you guys check it out. It's in the chat.
What's Ken holding up there? I want to know what
our
that.
good friend Tim Evans was gracious enough to put it in the chat. So thank you very much. Ben Toblieb asked, has anyone had the green spot finished in Zinfandel barrels? I have not.
I've got the Chateau Louis Vuitton one.
Yeah, that's the Chateau. Was it Chateau?
This is amazing.
Is that the Chateau Montelena?
All right.
No, this is the Louis Vuitton.
Oh, you have the
Saint-Julien.
Vuitton. Yeah, I have that one too.
Yep.
I love that one. Yep.
Oh,
What
it's
is
so
it?
good.
So good.
It's finished in a wine cask. So it's finished in Chateau Louis Vuitton Saint-Julien wine. Oh my God, it's so light, fruity, fresh. It's delicious. You can't stop drinking it.
I want you to
remember.
come read me and my wife bedtime stories.
Yeah, I mean, remember Mitchell and Sons were wine merchants. So
Exactly.
these guys were going to put that Irish whiskey right into. I mean, they were sourcing whiskey right off of Bow Street, so they were putting them right in their wine cask, and they knew exactly what was going to be good or not, which is amazing.
So this is the 2006 Bushmills Causeway collection. So this is the masala cask finish. Absolutely delicious.
Oh shit, we got Dutch in the chat. What's up, Curiosity Public?
Yeah, he was in the chat. I think he left a minute ago, but yeah. I mean, it's
get Dutch
it's
in
11
here.
p.m. California time, but
Jason was saying earlier about how Irish whiskey is the biggest growing whiskey, not bourbon, and it kind of sparked a little thing in me to start going on and start looking. And in 2016, they put in plans for 32 additional distilleries in Ireland.
Yep.
And so far in 2019, there's 26 and 20. Okay, as of 2019, there was 26 active distilleries with a total of 49 of them to be complete to complete the development. And some of them have already been done. Glendalough, Killarney.
Yep.
These and then what was it? Waterford was one of the recent most recent ones.
Yeah, Waterford is a big one. Yep.
Yeah. So that's amazing.
Yeah. Now you got me on this Irish whiskey thing now. Great.
Yeah.
Let's
How many of those are out of
down?
Because it used to be 90% of them were owned by Middleton.
Yeah.
A huge percentage is owned by Middleton.
Pernod Ricard and Middleton. I mean, they're distilling for so many brands right now. Then you have Teeling, which had a lot of the Cooley distillate from back in the day that they bought. So when you see those 14, 15, 16-year-old single cask releases from Teeling, that's the old Cooley distillate that they
I love Teeling whiskey.
Yeah, that they had. I mean, that stuff. I mean, you talk about like a pineapple fruit roll up in the glass. That's what it is. It's amazing.
Well, they're sourcing. I mean, a lot of there's places here in the States that are sourcing a lot of Irish and Scotch now, sourcing it and bringing it and then redistilling it here and then basically calling it their own. I know that Crowded Barrel did a whole Scotch thing where they teaspooned a Scotch
with single malt.
Yeah.
So they made a Japanese whiskey.
Yeah, pretty much. Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. They're not out of rice.
But just going back to the peaty stuff, when you're talking about with the age statements, generally the phenolic compounds in a Scotch whiskey, when it ages, will dissipate very rapidly, but they're still there. And if you want that mild peaty flavor without going with a Islay whiskey, try the Highland peat stuff. So anything like Ardmore, Annock, Ben Riek, any of those peated expressions, they're absolutely great because they're really nice and subtle and well integrated with the whiskey. Some are non-age statement and some are just 10, 12 age whiskies, but they have a nice integrated whiskey. If you go something like Lefroy 10, which is really strong Band-Aid, iodine, but then you go to a Lefroy 25-year-old, it's a completely different whiskey with that age maturation. It's well integrated. There's so much complexity in it, but it's still got that little hint of that Lefroy peat around the edges, but have that punch in the face.
And that aging process has effectively just mellowed that out, right? Like that iodine, Band-Aid.
Yeah, correct. Yeah, the younger the peat, the more the more it's gonna punch you in the nuts.
Yes, right. Yeah, more edgy and punchy, and that awesome feeling you get.
It's like rye. It's like rye spice.
Like rye.
The younger it is, the more spiky it is.
Yeah, exactly.
And also, I just want to give a shout out to our buddy Wheels. Everybody knows Wheels.
What's up, Wheels?
Yep, the Royal Bastard is the one that was from Crowded Barrel, where they took Royal Brockla and added a teaspoon or a tablespoon of American water and made it not Royal Brockla.
Yeah. Well, it's different, right? So no patent.
Well, it is now.
It's the only way they can get it out of there. They won't allow it without. It has to be in bottle.
Yeah, exactly.
Who did we lose? We lost somebody.
We're all lost.
I'm lost since I was born.
He's still keeping us under control, though. So we're okay.
All right, guys, I'm cutting out. I gotta get up. in a couple hours.
We lost John Trombetta. Okay, yeah.
Have a good night,
all right. Hey, Scotty, buddy. Hey,
John's on the bottom. See you later,
Nice
Scott.
being able to be part of a conversation with you.
It's all good.
Yeah, that's a good dude. That is a good dude. Also, if you guys have not subscribed to My Bourbon Journey, that is our good friend Scott, who just left the chat.
Let's get him to 40K.
Yeah, Scott's one of
get him to 40K.
Scott's one of the greatest dudes in the whiskey tubers.
He is, and he's, you know what, he's old, but he can still fuck. You know what I mean? Like that's
he can. He's still got some motion in that lotion.
Exactly.
Hey,
Still
wait a
got the
second.
legs, right?
Why are you calling it? How is he old? How is he old? He's younger than I am.
No, I meant tenure.
Oh, okay.
Don't make it weird. Yeah.
I bet you're all younger than me.
I don't know about that.
I don't know. I'd give you a run for the money.
I'm
getting up there.
I'm 43, Amy. How old are you?
Yeah, Amy's 29. I'm 30. I'll be 38 on Saturday.
I'm
Way
45.
older than-
Amy's 30.
Wait,
30.
am I maybe the youngest person in here then?
You might be.
36?
Yeah, you're a young whippersnapper.
I'm 51.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah, I get a lot of. I'm fortunate. A lot of people think I'm a lot younger than 43, but I'll take that in stride.
Wait, no, who said you're the youngest?
Is it Brian the youngest or it's Ken?
No.
No, I'm
Sam.
45. I'm an old fart.
Yeah.
I'm
Who's the young one?
53, unfortunately. So
Hell yeah.
How old are you, John?
53.
Okay, so I'm not the oldest here. I'm 51.
Oh, don't make
shit.
it weird.
I started counting backwards at 50, so I'm only 47.
Whiskey.
There you go.
It brings all generations together.
Hey,
It does, actually.
Mustang Mike will be 50 on Friday. That's fucking awesome. Happy birthday on Friday, buddy.
Happy birthday.
Oh, Mike Franklin, yeah.
That's great.
Can I just say how much I love Tim Evans? Tim, you're awesome.
Yeah, Tim's awesome. Yeah.
I heard Tim
I
for
am
a
not
second and I was
21,
really
but thank you.
excited. But
Yeah, Tim, didn't you say that you were the youngest one in the chat a minute ago?
yeah, get another Tim in here.
I thought it was you. Did you not think you were the youngest?
I just got a massive waft of fresh made caramel still sitting in the pan. Oh.
What are you drinking?
I'm
He's
drinking the
caramel. Just drinking
I'm
caramel
drinking
straight.
the Bushmilk masala cask. This is awesome.
Hell yeah. I love Black Bush is one of my favorite Bushmills.
Yeah, actually, the Powers Lane is one of my favorite Irish whiskeys that's available.
Yeah.
So Ken, what was that Jim Beam you were drinking the other night? Wasn't it like
that was
75 proof or something like that?
Yeah, we get ripped off.
It was
But I'm
just
going-
like,
I'm going
man,
to the bottle
it's like
shop.
they screw you.
Yeah, we get bent over barrel with pricing and our bottle sizes and our ABV. We get completely shafted sideways. But I am going to the bottle shop in the next couple of days to buy a couple of bottles for Saturday's stream. So I'll actually have some decent bourbon, not some shit.
Yeah, I was like, when you said that, it was like you might as well drink water out of the tap, you know?
Yeah.
I know.
That
It's
reminds
bad.
me of all the new bottle sizes that have been approved in America, and I'm kind of wondering where that's going. You know, like the 700 milliliter and everything else.
What we get.
I think that just literally means that we will finally get the things that have been offered to our Canadian and European and Asian brethren.
And Australian.
And also our Australian brothers.
Australian brother, mate.
Hey, and I'm not gonna insult your whole culture like I did the other night.
Hey, Chris, I'm gonna jump off. It's been a long night, so it's 2 a.m. here. So I want to thank you for having me on, and thanks for the support today. And
dude, and congratulations on 40,000 subs, man.
Yeah,
congrats, man.
Awesome.
I appreciate it, guys. Thanks for all the support. I'm glad you enjoyed the content. Got much more plans for 2021. So cheers to you guys. Thank you so much for everything.
Cheers.
You're one of my
It was cool.
favorite
Cool
YouTubers.
sharing a screen with you, man.
Thanks, man. I appreciate you, Chris. Take care, buddy.
Love you, buddy. Later.
Love you, man.
Awesome.
What a great guy. So the Mash and Drum at 40,000 subs tonight.
That's wild, right? Wild.
That's nutty as hell, right?
Wild.
So yeah, if you, I'm sorry, Chris, go ahead.
Go ahead, Sam.
No, I was just gonna say, it's really weird how every time Dan and that over on Bourbon Junkies hit a 10,000 goal, like a week later, Jason hits the 10,000 goal. So like they just hit 50,000. Now Jason's at 40,000. Every time he starts to catch up to him, they hit the next 10, and it's almost like they're chasing each other. But I mean.
And I'll tell you, I think that one of the things about Dan and Sean is it's so much easier to do it when there's two people, and that's part of the reason that I really am super grateful for my buddy Josh that streams with me. When you're dealing with chat, when you're dealing with people that want to interact, it's so much easier when you have somebody else watching out for you. When it's just one person, like Jason's done. That guy's a fucking monster.
And he is a consummate professional.
Yeah, he's a professional. He is he's humble. He's a champion. He enjoys the time that he spends with his fans, which I'm a massive Jason fan. I have been for years. I know a lot of you guys have been Jason for a long time. For him to do it, for him to be at 40,000 right now, where the Junkies are at 50,000, I'm almost more impressed with Jason than I am with Dan and Sean, because when you have somebody else to help shoulder the load, it is a lot easier. I say that from personal experience.
Well, I'll be honest. Jason was my in to the whiskey community. Without his videos popping up on my feed and just being like, well, hey, I like drinking whiskey. Let's see what happens in this COVID year with nothing to do. He was my in to watching YouTube videos.
Yeah.
And his historical videos, like his ability to weave the tale of the actual history of a whiskey to the actual enjoyment of a whiskey was something nobody else was really doing. And it really spoke to me because I really enjoy the historical element of whiskey. I enjoy learning about them. And that was was a wonderful thing to find into all these other, whiskey tubers that I'm honestly happy seeing grow. It's blowing up all over. Like you said, you see somebody get to 40K, then you see somebody else get to 30K. And then you see all these other smaller YouTubers get to 1,000 or 10,000. And you're just like, oh, this entire thing's just blowing up. It's amazing. It's fun,
A rising tide lifts all ships, right? That's
Right.
the thing. So in this chat, I'm just going to say right now. So Stanley Wagner Jr. and Brian Kalavy are both on their way to 1,000 subs, and they are both great guys putting out incredible content. Stanley Wagner Jr. is doing it on Instagram. He is about to start his YouTube channel, and I think that's going to be much more successful than his Instagram stuff, just because Instagram is such a finicky bitch, right?
Right.
Like,
I know.
yeah. And you know what? I love his stuff on Instagram, but if I could come over to YouTube and watch it at my leisure and listen to it in the background of other things I'm doing, like I do with other people's channels, I would. But I'll tell you, based on the Instagram algorithm and the way that shit goes, like I click off his stuff and then it's gone forever. Like it's just gone.
Instagram is that you have to be there right there, you know,
in the moment.
It's gone.
And
know?
I can only use the
But
phone.
Stanley is talking about on Saturday. He's talking about going live on YouTube for the first time. He wants to do Stanley Wagner Jr. Forgive me if I'm speaking out of turn, but I want to say it's 9 p.m. Central Standard Time, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. You're going to pregame for my birthday stream at 10 p.m. Central Standard Time.
Nice.
Right. I need. That's what my my plan is right now. Like I said, I'm trying to figure out how to make banners and all this other stuff. Is just
You don't have to make a banner. All you have to do is be there, man. I'll tell you right
Just
now.
go
Go
live.
back and look at my early live streams. It was me
Go live.
and a crackhead and some whiskey.
Oh no. I'm just talking putting the page together and everything else. But my thing was, my big thing was that they changed the algorithm again this week for Instagram.
Yeah, it's awful.
So
it's the worst.
This is since I started 3 months ago. I was getting all. I mean, the first 100 was like not like it took like 4 days, and I was at 100, and then it just kept on getting these like 25 and 50 person blocks.
Yeah,
and I was wondering what the hell's going on, so I started researching, and the algorithm for Instagram has changed 3 times in 3 months. It changed twice in the last 2 weeks.
Well, I'll tell you right now, man. So Stanley Wagner Jr. is a massive supporter of all the other YouTube channels. He's just a great dude. He always pimps us out on Instagram to all of his Instagram followers.
He's a man.
But asking someone to change platforms, let's just say, so right now, Stanley Wagner Jr. is on YouTube streaming with us, hanging out. It's like, well, if you don't mind closing this app and going to Instagram, you can go follow _Mashville, which you should do. But whenever you can just click and be like, oh, Stanley Wagner Jr., what's the name of your channel? The Mashville?
Yeah, so that's what this one's going to be. It's going to be the Mashville is the name of the station or the channel.
Yeah,
and it's going to be basically it's what I do over on Instagram. Try to have people come on and talk to them about whiskey. Lift
whiskey
up other
food.
channels. Like right now, I've been writing down shout out the last couple hours been writing down shout outs and things that I want to bring up for sure tomorrow night on my Instagram, you know, like Dusty Dan and Jason, and then thanking Scott for having me on his channel. There's one of my guys.
Amazing, by the way.
What's that?
Amy's cat is just killing it right now. Top right.
This video just went NC-17, man.
There's just a lot of butthole.
All butthole all the time, man.
Hey, if you know how buttery rolls, you know that's what we're about.
Right. And my big thing tomorrow, and the big thing I'm pushing right now, is I found a place called Black Bourbon Family. They're brand new. They're in on the border of Kentucky, and they have an IG and they just started a YouTube. They got like 9 or 10 videos up, and they're funny. It's
910 videos?
Well, they have 9 or 10 videos.
I thought you said 910. I was like, holy shit, they didn't just start.
They've been doing it a while.
Yeah, that's like 10 years worth of content.
Right, but they're like literally under 100 on both sides, and I'm like, that's my next project, is trying to get people to start watching them, because it's another husband and wife team, but it's from a different perspective.
Yeah, I love it.
And they're both new. They're both absolute newbies. So they're tasting notes. They're like, oh, do you taste this? Well, no, I don't taste this. Well, why don't you taste this? And then it turns into this, It's really funny. And then that's all.
That was my missus.
Yeah, so it's it's a Black Bourbon Family
Feud.
Tito Dirk. If anybody knows who Tito Dirk is,
that's a great dude.
Yeah, he's in a lot of the chats and everything else.
Yep.
He just started his Instagram called @libation.exploration.
Yeah, I can't wait to see his stuff. So he's actually shooting content right now to start up with strength on YouTube. And Tito Dirk was my very first patron on my Patreon. And so I have a real big soft spot in my heart for Tito. But if you go follow him on Instagram, you can see where he's like kind of showing his production quality. Just the stills that he's taking of his production quality, I'm going to say right now that he's going to just leap ahead of me by light years on his YouTube. So that's great. And Sailor Wagner Jr. is _Mashbill on Instagram. Give him a follow. But also this Saturday, look out for the Mashbill to go live pre-gaming for Hot Buttery Roll's birthday stream. And I also want to talk to Brian Kilco, who goes live. So Brian, you go live on usually Sunday afternoons.
It's Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern time, and Sundays at 6 p.m. Eastern time.
So sorry. So Sunday afternoon is what I was thinking. But I didn't realize about Friday as well. So 6 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Central Standard Time, 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on Fridays. And so Brian is a great guy, has a really discerning palate. And no, you really do. No, you do. So I will tell you that, Brian's really, and not to be, I'm not trying to steal your thunder, but Brian is a great guy who doesn't believe in himself enough.
Nope.
I'm going to tell you right now, his channel is better than he believes, and I really appreciate your tasting notes, and I love what you're doing. And I've been a subscriber for a long time, and I think that the notes you give are genuine and true. And I've been saved from buying bad whiskey by some whiskeys that you've tasted. I will say, though, that if you guys are not subscribed to Kilco, you should absolutely subscribe to Kilco. He is on his road to 1,000 subs as well. And he's got way more content put out there on the YouTube verse than I do. By what, 10-fold, 20-fold, Brian?
I don't know. It's one of those things where I just started making them to have something so later on I could, see, did I like that whiskey? How did I like it? And it was doing like a December advent calendar thing 3 years ago, I think. I didn't ever anticipate I'd start doing it as an actual thing, but I did. So I kept doing it.
Yeah, and I love it.
I'm glad you did, mate. I love your content. Always watching your videos.
Thank you.
We need to send him more whiskey, though.
Yeah, there's a reason.
A lot of samples, actually.
Right, Brian?
But I won't say no. I will never say no to more whiskey. That's the rule.
Yeah, there's a reason why.
It's like,
there's a reason why I support Brian so much. Yeah, there's a reason why I support Brian so much, because he's like I'd say he's like the in between. Like, it's like me here on my palate. Brian is getting better and better, and then you have Jason and those guys that are at the the top of their games and stuff like that. So I'm learning through Kilco to on tastings and stuff. And if he doesn't know an answer, he has no problem just Googling it right there and reading it right off the screen and telling you.
Yeah. So what Brian does, Brian actually has a set. He has a set parameters of tasting notes from a source that he reads. And it's funny because more often than not, the set parameters from the notes he's reading go right in line with what he just said about the whiskey. And I love that. Also, Richie Z says, Brian Kilco, pre-games live before that new YouTube channel, something called It's Bourbon Nights.
I
don't know if you guys remember Bourbon Night. Yeah, it's an extremely homely woman named Sarah and a very handsome man named Chad. So yeah, if you guys, they're good people. They deserve your follow. They're struggling. They're only at like probably 40,000 subs themselves.
Yeah.
They're doing okay. They're doing okay.
Yeah. But I
I
must
just want to
say,
do a shout out to everyone who's subbed to my channel. I've just gone over the 250 subs, so thanks, guys.
Congrats. Hell yeah.
no,
That's awesome,
there you
man. Wait. You said 250?
yeah, he's
Yeah.
only
250,000 or what?
What the hell?
no.
250.
That's why I said something the other night.
Ken, are you on my Facebook page, bro?
Yeah.
Dude, fucking post a link, bro. We'll get you hired now.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
All
Hey,
right.
and real quick, if we're talking about awesome YouTube channels, why isn't anybody saying anything about hot buttery rolls right here?
Hell
Awesome
yeah.
YouTube channel.
Because we're all here. The odds are, if you're here at 1:30 a.m. Central Standard Time, you probably know who I am. And you're probably filming for my ex-wife to use in a court case against me for my children. It's
if you're here at 1:14 in the morning on a Wednesday.
Yeah, you're definitely my ex-wife's lawyer. It's fine. Yeah.
Tim, where else would we be? I mean, seriously.
Yeah, exactly. What would we be doing?
They also
sleeping. Why?
So
sleeping's overrated.
in the since Stanley Wagner brought it up and shouting out other communities that might not actually be being brought up, I think two really great YouTube channels, The Hood Sommelier and Bourbon Judge.
I think Sommelier. Yeah, that guy's Bourbon Judge.
I think Bourbon Judge's whole motif and everything he's going for is a very fun and interesting way to review bourbon. And Hood Sommelier is just like an entirely different approach to whiskey. And he has hookups that I can't even imagine.
Oh, it's incredible. It's incredible.
He effectively gets everything anybody wants. And his ability to just review them in a very earnest and open manner is just excellent. So those are two great YouTube channels that I'm just super fond of.
Yeah, on the Hood Sommelier thing, he's like he said, he's got everything that you could ever think of. He's got like every Four Roses, like OE and OB. Oh yeah, like lined up. I mean, he's
Hey, speaking of which,
he opens them.
The lovely lady, top right of your screen,
yes,
just
Amy
sent me the completion of my top 10, my only 10 recipes of Four Roses. Because of Amy Bohm, I can now stop hunting as hard Four Roses Private Select barrels because I have completed my 10 recipe quest.
Nice.
Amy, thank you. You are an amazing woman and an incredibly generous person. Thank you so much for taking care of me. I'm so excited.
Golf clap.
Yes.
So what you're gonna have for now, Chris?
Actual real clapping, for sure.
Oh, Chris,
and then
I'm so happy to do that for you. That's
awesome.
Truly nothing to me, but yeah.
No, it's freaking massive. So the last time I felt such a level of incredible like completion of a goal and a quest was whenever I got all 8 Blanton stoppers, which is like the most tater shit I've ever said on this channel.
Gotta catch them all.
But I will tell you that
that's scary shit there.
Getting 8 Blanton stoppers that spell the word Blantons is nothing in comparison to getting all 10 Four Roses single barrel recipes.
Wait, is that what those stoppers spell? Oh God. Oh God.
Tim was like, why do I keep spelling stab? Stab, 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 bats.
Well, with my overall opinion on Buffalo Trace, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's really hard. It's really hard for me to get my, like you said, the Four Roses thing, and people go to Blanton's. Right now, mine is trying to get every 1792.
Yeah.
And holy crap,
dude, that gets real expensive real quick.
Well, let's put it this way: I have 3
the 225th and the port finish, and I'm like,
yeah,
it's close.
I have
Stanley, what do you need for
finish is like the hardest to
1792?
find, isn't it?
Yeah, that's why I'm thinking, Stanley, what do you need?
For 1792, I need port, high rye, 225th, and original Ridgemont Reserve. I have the other 5, and I really love.
So you just need the most expensive and hard ones to find.
You need ones that nobody can get.
Exactly.
No problem.
Well, it took me a long time to find the 12 year. It took me I started this last February, and I've been looking for it since last, say, April.
Yeah.
And I finally got a hold of one a few weeks ago.
Real quick,
Sherry G got one today.
Nice. So
Yeah, it's showing up here on the West Coast like it's freaking, like it's Weller Special Reserve, like it's freaking just in cases laying around and shit now.
Oh man! Well, I literally
have
meant
this
that
now?
I sent one to Sherry G.
Stanley,
that?
you have this
What's that? I can't. I'm looking at my phone. So
12-year?
yeah, I just got a hold of
Okay.
one a couple weeks ago.
All right, good.
So if we're talking about weird collections that I oddly have gotten obsessed with, it's the Proof and Wood government set, which is, like the Justice, the Ambassador, Presidential
Senator.
Dram. So I just got my last bottle to complete the entire set. I just have to drive over to a friend's house and pick it up. But I have the entire set now, and I'm so stoked to just finish off this super absurd collection that doesn't mean anything. They all taste
so cool,
wildly
right?
different, but it's
a
cool.
great feeling.
Right.
Yeah,
to
it
finish
is.
something, it's wild.
Yeah.
Super
that the
stoked
one
to
Speaking of weird things to feel, good about, Malton Montreal, thank you so much for the super chat. Canadian $5. I think that's like $1.50 American. I just subbed to you. Now I can
No,
just
you have to send him $5.
just admit you guys are a pyramid scheme. Yeah.
And we're proud of it.
Montreal, we're definitely not a pyramid scheme. So yes. But no, thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate you, buddy.
But do I have an exciting offer for you today?
But wait, there's more.
It's definitely not a cult. Don't worry. It's
Oh
fine.
my goodness.
Yeah,
Okay.
but
Hey,
it's $20
So-
a month. You too can sponsor one of these YouTuber whiskey people
Yeah.
and
For
Like I said earlier, for
$20 a
just
month.
one super chat a month.
Patreon.
Yeah.
So there's a Wheels is on now.
Oh, you stole my thunder. Yeah, so I was actually going to introduce Wheels as well, but Stanley Wagner Jr. is going to go ahead and introduce our friend Wheels to the chat.
I've never met the man before, so I don't know anything about him other than you guys talk about him a lot. So I can't introduce anybody there, Chris. I just noticed that he was down there.
Well, that's a good guy. So Wheels has joined the chat. He actually spent a long time in the lobby because I was trying to get everybody to shut the fuck up. But it's fine.
Sounds familiar there, Chris.
Hey, listen. You guys have been listening to me drone on and on and on for a long time. It was
And
my
we
turn.
enjoy it.
And Wheels, I'm sorry you got caught up in it, but Wheels, how are you doing, buddy?
I'm doing all right.
Awesome, man. Awesome. Glad to have you on the stream. So for those of you that don't know, Wheels is another perpetual Whiskey Tube fan. He, Stanley Wagner Jr., Kilco, myself, John T., like a lot of us, Amy also, have been, Tim Evans, Richie Z. We are all like Whiskey Tube crackheads. And so we've all been here either in the shadows or on the stream for a long time. And I met Wheels 2 years ago now. I was going to say last year. It's been 2 years ago in Austin at Crowded Barrel and at La Quinta. So I'm really glad to have you on the stream, buddy. And Wheels, do you have any plans for a channel, or are you just out here hanging out, drinking whiskey?
Just here to hang out.
Hell yeah. Awesome.
Like, I ain't got time for that.
That's not how conversations usually go, where it starts with, I met them at a La Quinta.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I mean, we definitely
You could say the Denny's or something, but not the La Quinta.
It's even worse. They said I met him at Crowded Barrel and then at La Quinta.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, exactly.
We drank a whole bunch of Texas finished MGP, and then, we just saw each other to our rooms.
A lot of people.
My left leg went up a little bit, and that's all the story that we needed.
No, it was my middle leg. My middle leg.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
It's fine.
It is funny to me that all these people that met at the Crowded Barrel a couple years ago.
God, it was incredible.
But my thing is that one thing that amazes me is that these people that met at Crowded Barrel a couple of years ago, which would be like what it's 2019, so it was it August or October 2019?
October.
Yeah.
It was literally 17 months ago at tops. 15
So
months
what I'm
ago.
saying is that within like 5 months of what that happened, the whole COVID thing, this whiskey tube thing started going, and the relationships that were made at that particular gathering during that year is what is basically, I can tell, has brought all this together because of the friendships that were made there, because of the guy like Dan and Sean were there, freaking Kilco was there, freaking you were there.
I was not there.
I thought you were there.
No, I wanted to go in 2019, but I couldn't afford it at the time. And then I went.
You were there
I went there in November, so like the month after I showed up at Crowd.
Okay, that's when you did the Texas.
Chad and Sarah were there.
Chad and Sarah
were there. Dan and Sean were there. Whiskey Dick was there. Jason was there. The Scotch Test Dummies were there. At that time, I was just a fat guy in a mechanic shirt, like just hoping to shake hands.
Chris,
incredible.
you're still that, by the way.
Well, yeah, of course, absolutely. And then, so I'm going to add to the stream the mash and drum.
Wait a minute.
Hey. Wait, that's not Jason.
Wait a second. That's not Jason. That's Swami, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
I'm just fucking with you.
What's up, Swami? Welcome to the stream, bro.
Hey. I was watching Rock of Love and I was really interrupted by your stream.
I'm sorry, man. That's my fault. So what I will say is, Stanley Wagner Jr. was attributing it to the Austin meetup. I will say it began way before that. It began in the chats. It began in the discussion, in the camaraderie, in us bonding together over a common goal of not wanting to be viewed as drinking alone at our houses alone. And, we all joined in Chad and Sarah's chats, in Jason's chats. We were all just, hanging out, pre-gaming. We're just not going to say we were drinking at 2 p.m. on a Saturday. But, yeah, we were all hanging out, enjoying our time, enjoying our whiskey. And this has just given us as an outlet such an amazing, incredible community. And it's brought even more people in. We've gotten stronger relationships. We've gotten so supportive. Like, literally, it's so funny. Whenever I met all those guys last year, like I said, I say last year now, 15 months ago, I was just a guy at a campfire that had, sat down and drank whiskey with them. And they're like, dude, you got to get a channel. And I was like, I don't know what the fuck that means. Like, I don't know how that will impact my life. Like, I'm just a guy that's enjoying my time here. And they were like, no, you got to start a channel. And the same thing happened with Matt. The same thing happened with Klein. The same thing happened with Stanley. Same thing. I've encouraged Tim C to start a channel.
Bad idea.
No, I think you're going to do great. I think you're going to do great.
Do it. Just do it.
That's the thing. Like, we're all so supportive. We all have such a great community. Like, literally, if you want to give it a shot, like, even if you stop streaming, even if you don't make it, we're all going to love you. Like, this is a place I feel like this is the online island of misfit toys, right? Like, you guys.
And it begins and ends with stuff like this, man. Like, this is why I'm here. Like, being able to just, like, not feel alone in the age of COVID. Because we're all, trying to do our part, trying to be responsible as much as we can, and there's, I have, like, to speak real for a moment, I have anxiety and I have depressive episodes, just like people have.
Like all of us.
And
who has anxiety and depressive episodes?
And the age of COVID has brought a lot of that to the surface for a lot of people. And these communities make us feel not so alone. They make us feel like we're part of something. Yeah. However absurd and silly that feels, it's still a sense of community that has been lost in 2020 and extending into 2021. You know, it's something that we lost as not only as, you know, a local group, it's something we've lost as a people, because we're all experiencing this. Like, doesn't matter what continent you're on, doesn't matter what community you're a part of, we're all experiencing this longing and loneliness together, and we're all wanting to branch out and like feel close and a part of something. And these communities fill that gap. And I hope, you know, that we can all get through this happy, healthy, and safe. But at the end of it, also have made connections and friendships that, you know, extend beyond just this.
Yeah. And where else can a guy that looks like me feel like a hot girl? You know what I mean? Like I feel like a TikTok thought.
I gotta say something. There is the most excellent freaking facial hair on freaking YouTube.
Whiskey Tube has
above
the
me,
best beers
above me, and below me.
Nah, mine just looks like I got a set of nuts hanging off my chin.
No, hold on.
See, the thing is, if you add them together, they're the best combination. If you add them together,
the reason I started watching Swami, the reason I started watching him was because he looks like my baby brother without the glasses. Beard,
speaking about
long beard.
Since we're talking about misfit toys, I bought a Pinto with a spoiler yesterday. Fuck.
Hell yeah! That's badass, man. Hey,
as long as
what are you drinking, buddy?
Murphy Stout. It's if you want Guinness without actual flavor, it's delicious.
Nice.
I love Murphy. Is that the double chocolate stout or just a regular Murphy Stout?
It's just a regular Murphy Stout.
Yeah, Murphy's double chocolate stout is one of my favorite beers of all time.
And the other thing is the reason he reminds me of my brother is because my brother is into cafe racing bikes and into motorcycles across the board, and it's just interesting to watch his channel.
Well, thanks. I appreciate everyone that still watches. I know I don't put out content regularly and don't take care of it like the rest of you guys. I don't deserve the subs I get, and I think I'm really happy. Like, I was really, really ecstatic this week to see Whiskey Quest Antonio finally go over 1,000 subs, and I thought he was due a long time ago. And it's really nice to see. Whiskey Quest Antonio.
I don't know who that is.
Go check him out.
Dude,
you guys
drop the link in the chat.
Drop a link in the chat. I don't know that name either.
Hey, Shane Long says, "Good night, God love you all, but I'm dead. I'll see y'all soon." Shane Long, we'll see you on the other side, bro.
Richie Z, if you can drop the link for Antonio's channel in the chat. I can't on my phone, so I don't know how to do that shit. I'm old and I don't know anything about technology. If Richie, if you want to do it. But Antonio Whiskey Quest, he's a guy out of Chicago, and he's kind of on his journey into whiskey. Like he's been doing it for about a year and a half. He's still in the lower level of whiskey, though. He's not doing the high end shit yet, but he's still great. And
awesome.
you can tell he likes what he's doing. So. Nice.
Well, he's got 1,000 subs. He's doing something right. That's awesome. Yeah, that's badass. Well, cool. Well, guys, what are you guys drinking? So we just heard what Swami's drinking. Tim, what do you want? Doc Swenson's. What batch is that?
This is the 9 in a celebration of Jason hitting that 40K and him drinking it tonight. It just him talking about it reminded me just how good it is, but I'm also scared of getting into it because this is going to be my only bottle of it. So
let me get you another one. Let me know if you want another one. So
I want all of them, but
yeah. So I'm drinking a little bit of Bull Run. This is a 15-year single barrel pick from NASA Liquors in Houston.
Nice.
It's supposedly sourced from Heaven Hill. I don't know if that's true or not, but I do know it's fucking delicious.
I'm also drinking this.
Ooh.
Oh, Elijah Craig pirate bottle.
Yeah, barrel proof.
Hell yeah.
What is that an ECBP from pre-switch label?
Yeah,
it's 16.
It's the last one. It's the last one before they switched it up.
Nice.
Yeah,
So
that's a RAS, rear age stated, right?
Yeah, it's 136 proof.
God, it's hot. That's hot.
That's a what seat? That's a 16, right?
Yeah, it was Scott that gave it to me when I was in Kansas.
Nice. Swagner, what are you drinking, buddy? What do you got on your face? Is that Wild Turkey 101 rye?
This is
Excellent.
my new absolute favorite freaking thing in the entire world right now.
Hey Stanley, have you had the rare breed rye yet?
Yes.
Oh,
yes, he has.
But just as if anybody saw me last night on Scott, I was a little freaking hammered because I was drinking some pretty much all the high proof samples that I had. So I got pretty freaking slammered, whatever you want to say. And then I remember tonight that with Jason going on, I was going to get out my some of my turkeys. And I remember that I just got this last week because I've been searching for it like 2 months because nobody had it. And I popped it open, and it is literally now my new favorite thing. I got to go find some more because it's going to be a daily drinker now.
Man, Wild Turkey, like as a brand, is the most consistent and best product on the market.
I agree. I 100% agree. No, between you go from Russell's, the Master Keep collection, 101, the Saffel, all of those. It's just delicious, peanut buttery, sweet, heavenly goodness. It's so good.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, for sure. Ken, what are you drinking, buddy?
I just poured a bit of Jameson. Good old standard Jameson.
Hell yeah. What up, J-Mo?
Yeah, 1 liter bottle, by the way.
Nice.
Nothing pairs well with domestic violence and running from the cops like Jameson. Amy, what are you drinking?
That's so true.
Weller Foolproof.
Nice.
Okay.
Nice.
How's Greg and Camp going? I'm just kidding. Hey, if I could drink Weller Foolproof all the time, I freaking would.
Dude, I have to go with what I can reach. So all the good stuff is right here.
Is that foolproof a store pick, or is it just normal?
I think it's just normal.
That's exactly what you need.
Is it just normal?
No.
No. I say that because
is that just off the shelf? Off the shelf?
No, I say that because out of the 3 I've had 2 store picks and 1 just regular release, and I enjoyed the regular. Yeah, the regular release is infinitely better than store picks.
Yep. I agree. Yeah. I feel like the Weller Foolproof store picks are too polarizing, consistently good, and the regular Weller Foolproof off the shelf is the best.
Yeah. It split the difference between how varied those 2 bottles I had. It split the difference and made something really great. But the store picks were just so out of left field. It was not enjoyable.
Yeah, it's weird. It's weird to me that Amy goes, I can only grab, I can only, what I can reach is all I can drink. And the 3 things that we've seen her pull out tonight were the Eagle Rare 17, or is it the 17, the freaking 12-year 1792, and the Weller Foolproof. I wish I could reach for that. Yeah, I wish I could reach for that because all I'm reaching for is a couple.
All right, how about this, Stanley?
Buffalo.
There you go. There you go.
Hell yeah.
Now, see, that's an entirely different beast. Buffalo Trace store picks better than just regular release.
Yeah,
I have one of the Buffalo Trace that I have.
John T, what are you drinking, buddy?
I'm drinking Woodford Reserve, very fine.
Oh, he's still drinking that.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly. That's some good shit there. So.
John, you're killing that bottle. Tell us how much you like it, man. Like what
I like it. I'm about ready to put it away. That's my biggest problem is, I get a good bottle. I don't
and you forget it's
forever.
Expensive. Yeah, I do
drink
a lot.
the whole
and I drink it, you might as well enjoy it,
Oh, yeah.
So,
yeah, well, and here's the deal. You're drinking it with friends, right? Like there's literally friends surrounding you on this page.
Yep, you know it. So
yeah, for sure. That's awesome, man. Well, good.
I'm hoping
mine.
we can find. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I'll just jump in. I have to rephrase mine. I'm off the Jameson now. I'm into Lagavulin 16.
How much will a bottle of Lagavulin 16 run you in Australia?
I love Lagavulin 16.
What'd you say? How much is it?
How much it run you in Australia? Because I know Australia is like probably the single most expensive place to buy any hard liquor, from what I hear from everybody. So, including
Pretty much. $140 Australian.
140 Australian.
What is that in USD?
In USD, because it's about 77 to a Australian dollar, so you're looking. I don't know what you guys get it for. You get it cheaper.
It'd be
anyway.
100. So 77 to 140 would be 100, right? Give or take.
Yeah, about that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we got fucked because of Airbus and the tax implications of that. And I'm not a political person, but I will say that, you know what? Let's please let Airbus go so we can absolutely get our Scotch cheaper.
Totally.
What the hell? So, anyways, Lagavulin 16 is my favorite. This year it went from $99 to $116.
Yeah.
When this goes
that's what
low,
in Canada is 116, right on the dot.
Yeah.
When this goes around for $95, I usually buy it all up. So I've got about 9 bottles of this sitting down the shelf there.
Yeah, nice. I miss it being 99 here in Texas.
Yeah, it's works out to 109 for so $144 Australian works out to 149. I mean 109 here in the States.
That's not too bad. I heard it was like a lot worse.
Appreciate it, buddy. Oh yeah. Kyoko, what are you drinking, buddy?
I decided to pour some of this Nod Creep from its Bourbon Night because.
Oh yeah. Is that the marriage bottle?
Yeah.
Dude, show the sticker on the back. Yes, that's
that is
Creep picks.
That is a dope sticker, man.
Yeah,
that's a great sticker, and it's a better bottle. It's such a good pick.
What's the age on that?
12 years or 13?
I don't know what it says.
It does.
It should say it in the bottom middle on that little sticker you see at the bottom.
Yeah, on the gold label on the front, it'll say what year it was distilled and what year it was bottled.
Right there.
Right here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so stupid. Barrel info, warehouse WZ, floor 506. Rick, well, it says everything but what I want to find.
What's ABV?
The ABV is high. It's 120.
It's 60% ABV.
Yeah,
Nice.
so I think it's a 12. I think it's
2006 is when it was barreled. 125, 2006.
So 06, and then they got married in 19, so 13 years.
Yeah, and the select date was
That is a
2019.
good pick right there.
It's quality. It's quality.
Nice.
Good shit.
Can I have some?
Can we just take a sidebar real quick and say those Knob Creek store picks are some of the best values in all of whiskey?
God, they were incredible. They were so
wow. And they're going away, which is
that's
depressing.
No.
Yeah.
Do I finish off the night with the really, really cheap 20-year-old, or do I finish off the night with the overly expensive, not worth it 20-year-old?
Go with the dark arts. Always.
Go with dark arts.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Now you're talking.
I've been wanting to buy a bottle of dark
They
arts.
both come in bottles, and I can't see how much is fucking left in it, though. So that really.
Yeah.
I've been wanting to buy a bottle of dark arts forever, but every time I see the price tag, I'm really scared.
After the 5.1, it's not worth it. Just don't even buy it.
Okay.
Honestly, after the 5.1, it's Adam Haddock's not doing a great job when it comes to Brook Laddie. He's doing fine when it comes to the Port Charlotte collection. When it comes to Brook Laddie, honestly, maybe it's just me. I'm not a fan of what Adam Haddock's doing when it comes.
Yeah, but that bottle's worth at least like $200 on its own. It's just so cool. Like,
well, it's $350 in Canada. I know.
I know. And you guys in Canada, we have the same pricing with our currency, and so yeah, it's good to judge what you guys get it for and what we get it for.
Hey Ken, I gotta ask you a question, man. How good is Starward? Because I've been super tempted to pick up a bottle.
Starwood is good. They're really branching out. I mean, any of the stuff that you get from Australia is obviously because I'm biased, but Lime Burners is my favorite because that's from my hometown. But
what was
Starwood,
the name of it?
Archie Rose, Iniquity, any of those guys, they do amazing stuff. And most of it's finished
do
in
me a
wine
favor,
casks.
type
Second?
out a message in the chat listing those brands you just mentioned, because the only Australian brand I'm aware of is Starward, and I've heard great things.
They're a little bit hard to get. That's the only problem because, Australia is a pretty small place in population and our outreach but Starwood you can get in a lot of places now.
California has a lot of Starward.
Yeah, lime burners are starting to get out there in places in Europe, and I think there's a couple of states that can actually get it now. I saw Phil and Peter on the Whiskey Mystery. They have some Starwood and lime burners and some of their stuff. So, yeah, it's starting to get out there. But if you can find any Aussie stuff, try it. It's pretty good.
Yeah, I have a place out here that has Starward that it's reasonably priced. It's like between 35 and 50. Most of the stuff they come across.
What we can get.
Yeah, I was going to say that's a really good price.
Yeah. So when I was there a couple weeks ago, I think that Nova was 57.
Marshall says that Nova is the perfect blend between malt and port finish.
So other than Nova and Starward, I've heard of Sullivan's Cove. Like what?
Yep, Sullivan's Cove. Yep.
Okay.
They do good stuff. Yep. Yeah, we got quite a few distilleries that are popping up. Just like Ireland, we got heaps of distilleries that are popping up left, right, and centre. But yeah, your main ones are Archie Rose, Starward, Iniquity, Lime Burners, of course, and there's quite a few others, but they're pretty small.
In Australia, I mean, don't blame me for not knowing here, but
that's cool.
Do you guys have the same like historically different spots where whiskey is distilled? Like you have the coastland and you have the inland, and it's vastly different. Like just like
the terroir. You're asking like if the terroir is
Yeah,
from one region.
Yes.
Yep. So the terroir of whiskies predominantly is down the bottom of Australia, where it's not so hot. Yeah. So if you go up north, it's way too hot and tropical, and you're just going to.
So like if you go inland, where you're talking about, you go up there. Are you talking about like Texas distillation, where you're aging it maximum 4 or 5 years?
So you got to think
even
right?
down the south of Australia, you're only distilling it, maturing at quite young ages. Like lime burners down in the southwest of Australia is equivalent to Scotland and kind of the temperament, where it's always raining and windy and cold and that kind of thing. And then over
so you can age
Tasmania,
that for a long time.
Yep, which is way down in the south. It's still don't mature for anything over 10, 12 years. And predominantly the most of the casks they get are wine casks from the Australian wine industry and importing other casks in as well.
Okay.
Shout out to you. Hey, Ken, how hot was it today in Australia?
We're only in the mild 30s today, which is what's that in
Fahrenheit?
Yeah, what's
72? Like Fahrenheit, 72, right?
70s, yeah.
Ask the Canadian.
From tomorrow, it's going to be in the hundreds.
Yeah, we'll ask Canadian. So
it's just cold
Chris,
as fucking shit over here. That's all.
Chris,
we're going to be
going dead, so
dying
I gotta
in the
jump
hundreds
off here.
next week, starting tomorrow. Not looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Wheels, you have the best hair up here, bro. I want your hair. I want hair.
It's too long for me. What's up?
Who has the best hair?
Wheels. He looks like a pop.
Yeah, no, he's got hair. He's actually got hair.
It's too long for me.
Oh yeah.
No, that's some good hair. That's some good hair.
Canadian Ben Demon Hunter's going to bed. Thanks for being here, buddy. Glad you're here.
Hey Ben, cheers, mate.
Cheers.
Good night, Ben.
Yeah, he's Ben Demon Hunter is
He's Canadian too.
He's also Canadian, yeah.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, he's Canadian, but he also follows there's a band called Demon Hunter. That's where he gets his name from.
Yeah, they're a metal band. He and I have spoken a lot about metal in the chat, Hot Buddy Rolls or Chris's chat over the last couple of weeks. Yeah.
Hey, you should definitely go on Swagner's channel, because he does heavy metal reviews on Instagram.
Nice.
Well, now,
because I know
I just talk about it here and there.
All right, that's a good question. What's everyone's favorite metal band?
Ooh.
Oh, come on. That's like
Boy,
picking your
no.
best whiskey. You can't do it.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
hard. I mean, everybody's
I
gonna
think
say
it's
really
easy
well.
for me. I don't know.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and go with. I'm gonna look at each person and I'm gonna decide what band that they what I think
Yeah,
the
let's
band
do
is.
that. That's
I like this
Oh,
better.
I'm excited
Alright.
for this about me.
Yeah, that's cool. Let's do it.
Okay. So Brian, Kilko is a Tool fan.
Yes.
Ben,
Yep.
Ben, Ken is an old school metal fan. ACDC's too straightforward because he's Australian, but he like Black Sabbath, but he's also into I'm trying to think. Parkway. He listens to Parkway Drive. That's another thing that somebody probably doesn't know about him. Let's see. John Trombetta. He's old school freaking rock. He's the Zeppelin, Kiss, that kind of guy when he listens to that type of music.
John T is Stadium Rock. Rock.
Yeah, I
like
can see him at Def Leppard.
and-
Yeah,
Yeah,
there you go.
and,
80s hair metal.
yeah,
I can see that.
and
I can see that.
Halen and all those
Yeah,
guys.
there you go.
Oh yeah.
Now, Bourbon, I don't know if he listens to heavy metal. He looks like Jerry Garcia, so I would think that
He
was
looks
probably
exactly like Jerry Garcia.
Grateful Dead, or
I would go
no,
like
I'm gonna steal your spotlight for a second. Bourbon
No.
listens to Coheed and Cambria.
oh yeah.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with Coheed.
No. I love Coheed and Cambria.
Oh,
He
yeah,
just
they're
looks like
great.
the lead singer. He looks like
Right.
the lead singer.
Right. Chris, Chris already talks about it a lot. He likes Metallica. He likes all kinds of everything that happens to do with music. Let's see. Now, Swami, that's where I'm going to get freaking.
He looks like
System of a Down. System of a Down.
If I was going to say something, okay, I don't know. Okay, I'm going to ask you, what's your age, Swami?
I'm 42.
Oh,
42.
shit.
Oh,
42.
shit, you look great,
42, and he's from Canada. Number one, and I hate to say it, but it's almost automatic. He does Triumph, because he lives in a country that actually likes Triumph, unlike a lot of places in the world. Canada loves
Voivod, but yeah, try.
Oh yeah, Voivod.
Yeah, I can see that.
But let's see, what's the other one I'm trying to think of? There's a YouTube channel up in Vancouver that is all a whole metal channel, and on YouTube, and they talk about a lot of Canadian bands. Freaking Annihilator. There you go. There's another one.
Yes.
Okay.
But yeah, and then we've already discussed this. Amy. I don't know if Amy listens to metal music. If she does, I know she's mentioned something in the chat before, but I want to say it's hair metal. Maybe late 70s rock into hair metal.
No. Amy is 100% into the Yardbirds.
Pink Floyd.
Oh my God.
No, we're talking about like classic Brit rock before it was classic Brit rock, like the
Zeppelin
great stuff.
all the way.
Yeah,
Zeppelin. Hell yeah.
Wait. Yardbirds are Zeppelin though.
Well, before that, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, okay, but the Yardbirds if you get technical, then freaking all those bands were Led Zeppelin. I mean, if you think about it, at some point in time, one of those members were in another one of the other bands, just like Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young. They were like in every freaking late '60s band at some point in time.
All right.
But no, and then Wheels. Truthfully, I don't know if Wheels even listens to metal. I think he might listen to freaking Backroad Country for some reason. Just something that.
Wheels, set him straight, Wheels.
I'm from the Dakotas.
You're from where?
The Dakotas.
The Dakotas.
So
Coulter
country,
Wall.
yeah.
You listen to Coulter Wall.
I do a lot of country in general, so.
Yeah. Okay.
That's all the channel you get up there in.
So you're like it to Hank Williams III.
Well, no, because when he said Dakotas, I was going to ask him if he grew up near military bases, because then I was going to say Five Finger Death Punch. But
No, I was on the east side of the state, so just south of Fargo, North Dakota.
So just mostly Creed then, huh?
hey, come on,
like
man.
Brookings and
With our arms wide
Yep.
open.
With our arms wide open.
But my
Just a
my
sampling
taste
of
at the moment
Nickelback.
is definitely not ACDC. My taste is definitely not ACDC. I've been brought up with that. I like old school stuff, so Metallica, Black Sabbath, all that old 60s, 70s stuff. But I really love like the Who. Have you guys heard of the Who?
Yeah.
Mongolian
No,
band.
never
Okay, hold on. It's
Wait.
the Who.
Who?
Let me look them up.
Who?
The Who.
H.
They're a Mongolian band.
How do you spell the?
It's like saying,
THE.
No.
Okay.
The group,
Okay.
Okay, what he's trying to say is the group is called The Who, but it's HU. They're Mongolian throat singers that play metal music.
Oh,
And they are freaking amazing. Exactly.
So good. And then
I've seen them live. I've seen them
Sabaton.
live twice.
they ruined them.
Oh
though.
man, I'm so
They
jealous.
put them with Papa Roach and they ruined them. They had like a really good band there.
Papa Roach.
Oh, fuck, it's horrible.
Why would they put them between Papa Roach and Linkin Park?
No, but they put Papa Roach did like a combination song with them a couple of months ago. It was so bad. It was just like,
Yikes on
why?
box.
Damn. But I'm into Rammstein. I'm on a Marth, Sabaton,
Oh,
and
I love
I'm gonna go
Rammstein.
watch.
Oh,
gotta go watch-
so you like German metal and Viking metal?
Yep, but then old
Yeah,
school
okay.
metal too.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch
Ken,
Guns N' Roses in November. They're coming here live.
Okay.
So-
cool.
So Ken, my question to you is: do you know who Ne Oblascaris is?
Say again.
Ne Oblascaris. They're my favorite
No,
Australian band.
ring bell.
They're
Yeah,
they're
literally no one knows who it is.
yeah, they're a melodic death metal band that uses violins and stuff when they're playing. So it's kind of like classical, but it's like
Oh,
a
send me the
really-
link. Send me the link. I love that shit. Send me the link.
My-
Is
My
it like
favorite
the-
my
whenever the
favorite
devil
Australian
walks
metal
his
band is
fiddle
Natalie
to that
Imbruglia.
redneck?
What
So
was that
Ken,
one?
a big- A big thing to know about Guns N' Roses, if you're actually going, go 3 to 4 hours late because Axel might show up by then.
Yeah, I know. It's gonna hurt me watching Axel in his current state, but
Hey,
Slash
so-
is there.
so-
That's all I care about. Slash is there.
You know what?
He's gonna be ripping that guitar. That's all I care about.
So
Stick
Stanley,
with
you
love.
didn't give me
Love
my metal band I listen to.
who?
True.
Tim.
Yeah, you missed out on Tim.
I missed out on Tim. I don't know. Let's see. I'm not seeing anything in the background that tells me exactly what.
I see Blood for Blood.
It does not. Blood for Blood. That's a freaking hell yeah! Freaking.
I see a
song.
combination between Ginger and
Sangre,
Disturbed.
Sangre por Sangre. Freaking. Let's see. Dang, it's kind of hard.
He looks like he likes the jock core, like the workout rock music.
I'm thinking.
Workout
I would have probably said like
Rock Jams 2019.
I was thinking somewhere along the lines of corn or Limp Bizkit or
Hate
something.
Breed.
No, but he's let's see. Oh, you know what? He's a Godsmack freaking fan. He loves Godsmack. I can tell. No,
my
Yeah.
favorite metal band of all time is Dillinger Escape Plan. I'm prog metal and math metal. Like
Finally, Prague.
so you like Architects and stuff like that?
Architects, like At the Drive-In, Mars Volta,
Polyphia, freaking Animals as Leaders.
Animals
Stuff
as
like-
Leaders. Yes, Animals as Leaders.
I feel like I gotta ask this right now. Have any of you guys seen a vagina?
I've been
Yeah.
married for
Hey,
15
are they a
years.
new prog metal band?
I've been married for 15 years.
I'm just wondering because like it just got so fucking nerdy. My penis went inside me.
I'm sorry. That's my passion in life is freaking metal music. So
Yeah,
when somebody
dude.
talks about it,
Like prog
I
metal,
love
math metal.
music
Like,
mostly because of the company it gives to
Yeah.
the pleasure.
also a really big fan of like black metal, like Death Heaven, Zillan Ardor, stuff like that.
I like how, but I gotta say, I like how the guy wearing the vest is asking if anyone's seen pussy. So it's just,
hey, and real quick, I hate
timing
outing him
all
right
y'all
now,
out.
but he's wearing the North.
Amy,
I hate-
where are
hey.
you? You got to time us all out.
he's wearing the Walmart smog.
Hey,
Asking if
real
I've
quick,
seen a woman.
I hate outing him, but we're in Texas right now, and he's wearing the North Face in Texas.
I thought it was
Hey,
a Walmart smog.
Also, Tim, what is this kind of vest called? It's a cocksucker vest, right?
No, I'm not gonna go. I'm not. Nope.
Yeah, I can't. I shouldn't have said that. I shouldn't have said
Nope.
that. Hey,
Not. Nope.
all right,
That's
so back
out.
to music. I will say that Sid Meier's Jr. was wrong about my favorite metal band. My favorite metal band is Typo Negative.
Nice.
Beautiful.
Wow.
Peter Steele.
Nice.
I like him.
Yeah,
Okay.
me
No,
and you
I
actually
like
talked about Typo Negative a while back. Yeah.
Yeah,
there
dude.
you go.
That's
Hey,
goth. That's
Peter
more goth
Steele.
rock.
It's my guy.
Peter Steele. Yep.
But that's goth rock. That's not metal.
Swags was
Yeah, it's not metal, but
It's
if we're
metal.
talking about hard rock.
It's metal because if you ever seen him live,
Yeah, I
ever
have.
seen him live, yeah, I just
I've
love.
never seen him live because
He's
most
dead.
I
He's
love
dead, so
freaking-
I'm not gonna.
I just like the it's just different.
Yeah.
That's the thing is, it's metal, but it's just different. It's kind of like no matter what anybody says, new metal is still metal. It's just different. Freaking.
Whoa, Typo Negative. Like you listen to October Rust, that is not new metal. Like,
No, I'm
It's
saying,
not new metal.
no, what I'm saying is that people, they say some things aren't metal and some things are metal.
Fair enough.
It's still metal. I mean, no, Typo Negative is not freaking new metal, but I'm
I still
saying
think
in general.
Typo Negative to me, I think the best thing Peter Steele ever did was Sweet Days of Summer. Like freaking.
I thought you were gonna say
Yeah, like Cinnamon Girl was awesome, and Black Number One and all the rest of them. But Sweet Days of Summer was like the best. It's like such a happy song, and then Peter Steele does it and turns it into like this depressive
yes.
nightmare, and it was so beautiful.
Well, I mean,
That's why I agree. But I will disagree on the song, but I agree on the same theme. Cinnamon Girl by Typo Negative.
Mm-hmm.
I love Peter Steele's cover of Cinnamon Girl.
So the way I view Typo Negative is they are the blacker, darker, The Cure.
Mm.
No. Think about it. Think about it. They take
feeling in their heart, and I will say that Typo Negative was about a very specific Halloween satanic theme that was more theatrical than in practice.
There was
Whereas
two
Cure was like
there was two
depression
bands.
on parade.
There was two bands in the early 2000s that if you went into any strip club, you're going to hear. It's going to be Danzig, Typo Negative. So
yeah. Danzig for sure.
Yeah.
Mother!
Velvet Elvis versus Peter Steele. Right.
Oh man, freaking
what a weird
Danzig.
turn.
And of course, talking
Oh,
about
rolling
earlier,
back to whiskey. What's everyone still drinking?
I forgot
Hang
what
on,
I'm drinking.
I got to hit Swagner with my last 3 concerts to just see his head explode.
Texas.
Grateful Dead cover band.
Nope. Metallica,
Nice.
Dream Theater,
Ooh.
and
Oh, I love
KMFDM.
Dream Theater.
Wait, what was your
Yeah.
third?
What was the
KMFDM, Industrial.
Oh,
KMFDM.
So you like that motherfucker? Come on.
Juke
Hey.
Joint Jezebel.
So,
Juke Joint
okay,
Jezebel.
now
I
I get it. You like Skinny Puppy. A
When
lot.
high.
Actually, I don't dislike Skinny Puppy.
Yeah,
no.
They have their time, and it's
No,
usually
Dream
an
Theater's actually.
herbalized product, maybe.
Then we're going to start talking about Coal Chamber.
Hey, Dez,
Oh,
Dez,
man.
Dez
That
is
is
freaking.
That takes
Dez
me
is the
way
lead
back.
singer of. Dez, the lead singer of Coal Chamber, is also the lead singer of. No, I drank too much.
Same.
You can never drink enough.
By the way, I'm drinking some Chattanooga 1816 Reserve Solera
Oh shit!
Can I have a
The
taste of
Shock
got
the
me in the
Monkey,
mood
Shock the
for
Monkey by
a
Cold Chamber with Ozzy singing it with him. It's a freaking that's a cool ass
Hey,
little song.
Wait. You're talking about
real quick.
Wait, Cold Chamber did a cover of "Shock the Monkey" by Peter Gabriel.
No. They did a song with Ozzy Osbourne called "Shock the Monkey." It was on Chamber Music, which was their third album.
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
God,
So
Ozzy was the one that did the Shock the Monkey part of it.
Yeah. So Cold Chamber has like I don't like them as an adult, but they have a very special place in my heart because I was a teenager when their first 2 albums came out. So we're talking about like Me Loco and like just all those that album was bad, but when you're 14 and you're angsty, it's the best thing you've ever heard. Yeah, it's badass. And then you watch the videos on MTV when you're not supposed to, and they all have these like dreads, and they're all different colors, and they're wearing like the see-through like garments and all that, and you're just like, yeah, this is me as a teen. I'm mad. Yeah.
Oh, dude. So my pivotal moment like that was watching. Do you guys remember The Box?
Oh yeah.
You could call in and charge $1.99 to your mom's phone bill and request a song.
Yep.
And it was like channel 99 or whatever the hell. Well, actually, channel 99 was Spice, but we won't talk about Spice. But like it was like 88 or whatever the hell. But my pivotal song from that time was "Sweet Dreams" by Marilyn Manson, which is a cover of "Sweet Dreams"
by Eurythmics.
Yeah, by the Eurythmics. You guys remember the Marilyn Manson version? And I'd come home from school at 3:15,
and that video,
and it played 3 times an hour for like 2 fucking years. It was such a good song.
You guys. You're so young, you don't even remember the days.
You have to tell me what you're drinking.
All right, so Amy, tell us about the days
when MTV actually played music videos. And
yeah, I remember
that.
I'm old enough for that.
Hey,
to
be fair, MTV didn't play music videos when I was going. 2 did.
Cool.
No, back in my day, dude, MTV played videos. That was what MTV was.
Yeah,
we would home from school and turn it on and watch the same 10 damn videos over and over again.
And guess one of them was "Video Killed the Radio Star," right?
That's the very first video that was the very first video to ever play on MTV.
Peter Gabriel.
Shock the Monkey, yeah, that was a good one.
Shock the Monkey.
Pat Benatar was on heavy rotation.
Cars. What? Who sang Cars? In the 80s.
Gary Newman.
Gary Newman. In Cars.
Yep.
Yeah.
Gary Newman.
Hell yeah.
The Fear Factory version's better though.
I was gonna say you said Cars. I said Fear Factory.
Gary Newman is one of the most like front-facing like synth wave artists of the time. Like right up. Yeah.
Thomas
Gary
Dolby.
Newman is amazing. Yeah.
I told you guys I was old. You didn't believe me, but
hold on, Amy. Hold on, Amy. Everything you're saying, guess what? For those that don't know, Headbangers Ball was not originally hosted by Jamie Josta.
Oh.
Okay. It was Adam Curry, Ricky Rackman, all those guys were. Headbangers Ball was on actually MTV before MTV2 was even a thing. Yeah, that's where I
found,
like,
I remember
Anthrax.
being like 10 years old watching Headbangers Ball followed by Beavis and Butthead. So
yes. And then you would tune to Channel 99 Spice Channel
and see the static.
Yeah, you're watching scrambled porn.
Yeah.
And you're like, is that a bald guy or a titty?
I
don't care.
And it didn't matter.
It didn't matter. You're gonna jerk it.
All good. Stanley, I was about to say Aeon Flux.
Yeah, Aeon Flux was on Liquid Television.
Aeon Flux was amazing.
On MTV when that came out was the Max.
Around the same time, the Max. The Max, dude. Those animated shows were awesome.
Aeon Flux, I never understood. I was like, "What the fuck is this weird?"
You're not supposed to. It's all. You're not supposed to. It's all like cerebral and like just weird.
What was so crazy was whenever they came up with Aeon Flux, the actual live action film.
Oh, it was horrible.
Oh, it was so weird. And that was Scarlett.
But it had
Johansson,
what? It had what's her name in it?
Charlize
Scarlett
Theron.
Johansson or
Charlize Theron.
Charlize Theron. Yeah. And it was not anywhere near as cool as the animated series.
No, but it was fun, more fun to watch.
The animators behind it, the people behind Aeon Flux were the people that also wrote Heavy Metal Magazine and also were behind the original Heavy Metal movie. So everything is.
Metal movie was Canadian.
Yeah, they were, but they were. The Heavy Metal movie is another one of those ones. Everybody know it's the greatest soundtrack of any movie I've ever of all time, I think. But freaking that thing with the movie is that it's all cerebral. You have to realize that after everything is completely done, it's just this giant freaking baby playing with the freaking marble.
Well, later on, Heavy Metal, like the animated movie in the 80s by I think it was Ralph Bakshi. There's Heavy Metal 2000 animated, and
I loved Heavy Metal 2000.
And it's just as weird, just as creepy. Like, yeah. But talking about like weird animated movies that really messed you up as a kid, did any of you watch Wizards as a kid?
No.
So
I was probably in the Navy.
It's the same guys that did the cat. What's the name? The cat.
Fritz the cat.
Yeah. I saw that.
So there was an animator in the 60s to the 90s named Ralph Bakshi.
Yeah, right.
And he did a lot of like very like he pushed the boundaries of like what animation could represent.
He did
a movie called
I just watched Fire and Ice 2 days ago on
so if you ever watched the Hobbit animated show as a kid, he's the one who animated that. So he also did a lot of weird stuff like Fritz the Cat, Fire and Ice, and Wizards. So Wizards is kind of like a cerebral like retelling of like the Nazi invasion of the other continent, the other countries around Germany at the time, and done in like a very folksy fairy tale way. And it's cerebral, and it will like imagine being 12 and watching that, and just how terrified you'd be to just be like, yeah, I'm watching this right now.
I'm literally watching the Nazi takeover of Eastern Europe.
Yeah,
as a 12-year-old,
it's terrifying, and I can't imagine what it would have been like to actually witness it during the time. But like, he makes a very close representation of how terrifying it could be.
Yeah,
you know.
I got a quick question because you said animation, weird animation, and you brought The Hobbit. I don't know if any other than Amy. Nobody here might not have ever seen it. It was
The Last Unicorn.
No, it's called. It was Lord of the Rings, the original animated. movie.
I saw that. Where you see like real people in the background, shit like that.
It's the original the Lord of the Rings animated movie, which is like I want to say late 70s, early 80s was when it came out.
Every Christmas. It gave every Christmas on TV.
Can we go back and talk about The Last Unicorn? The entire soundtrack was by the band America. And if you've not watched it and enjoyed the soundtrack of that film, go back.
Last Unicorn.
America. The only thing, the Sister Golden Hair, for some reason, Sister Golden Hair and Horse with No Name. As soon
Horse with No Name, yeah.
Yeah, Sister Golden Hair Alive is better than Horse with No Name.
A Horse with No Name is one of my most repeated songs in my life.
Oh, fuck, it's so good.
Yeah.
So good.
Wait, are we talking about A Horse with No Name or what you're drinking?
No, this is Glenallachie 15. I just cracked this. Is so good. But yeah, that Horse with No Name is such a good song.
Wait, real quick.
Back in those days, I was listening to G.G. Allen and shit like that, so I didn't really.
G.G. Allen? What the fuck?
Oh, dear God, G.G. Allen.
My sister was a hardcore sharp. I had like punk rock and oi music going on.
So you were just an edgy kid growing up who was like, I like G.G. Allen, and everybody else was like, no, you don't. Nobody likes G.G. Allen.
Shut up and let me
damn earworm now.
I've actually met
the name going to my brain.
No, the G.G. Allen thing always gets me, but freaking like the hardcore scene. That's another one, Fugazi and various bands like that I was really into. Dillinger Escape Plan is another one. Freaking
Gorilla Biscuit.
I wait. Yeah.
Every Time I Die. Freaking.
Yeah.
But no, my favorite band in the world is actually Anthrax. I got my Anthrax.
If you guys went on Witchcore, I put a song up for you guys in Witchcore from Anthrax about last week, but no one said shit. No, it's like
what song did you put?
I am a patient.
Yeah, nothing wrong with Anthrax. Bring
I
that shit on.
put Got the Time and I
Bring
put
the noise.
Got the Times from Persistence of Time. Freaking, that's a great freaking album. No, I've seen him live. I saw him in the '80s live.
By Salvador Dali.
I saw them open up for. Well, actually, I saw Lita Ford open up for Anthrax, who then Ozzy was the headliner. Back in the '80s, and they're actually my favorite band. And I finally got to meet them after all these years, like a year ago. I got to meet the whole band, and and then I've actually had I guess what do you call it, text back and forth between me and Dan Spitz, who's not in the band anymore. I've met Neil Turbin, so I've either met or had some sort of contact with every band. Well, it's because it's my favorite band, dude. And then there's no other band. Yeah, there's no other band in the world that I would do that I would actually go out of my way for them other than them like that. And I've seen them
we've ruined the opportunity for one of us to guess what your best music was. So now we obviously know.
Well, okay, Anthrax is my favorite band, but I mean, metal's my music. But there's no music I won't talk about, and there's no music that I don't have some sort of knowledge on.
I was going to guess his favorite was Wilson Phillips.
Because you know what?
I was thinking Bananarama.
I was thinking Wilson Phillips.
I heard a rumor.
Hold On was a fucking crucial, pivotal song.
Hey, don't start on me. You can throw up anything and I'll have something for it.
I'll slap you down, boy.
I will strike you down.
No, I was a big, I grew up in the 80s, so I grew up around, through the 90s and everything else. So I was born in 1969, so I grew up with my uncles playing Zeppelin and the Animals, and my mom and dad listened to the Animals. My dad's a huge Beach Boys fan.
They call the
sun.
But
good shit. That's some good shit.
Oh boy,
That was the first song I learned on bass.
Beach Boys and country. That's what I was actually raised on.
Hey, we gotta do a whiskey karaoke stream one night.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
No.
Hey, so here's
that would be amazing.
That sounds like a bad idea.
Good after we had a few drams.
This is an interesting follow-up to the whole Stanley Wagner picking music. What is everybody's first concert?
Oh shit!
Are
we talking pure concert or cover band?
No, concert. Like
pure
you have a lineup. You actually have a real lineup. You have an opener, you have a middle, and you have a closer.
Yeah,
real concert.
Chris already knows mine.
Mine was DC Talk. DC Talk opened for Petra.
Oh dear God! Really?
Crap, Petra, dude.
Mine was Megadeth when they had the Countdown to Extinction album.
Yours is better than mine.
Who opened?
It was Dave Mustaine. Well, it was Megadeth and the band who opened. Fucking Chris, I can't remember. It was such a long time ago. There was just a local fucking rock band that opened because they did 15 minutes and then it was like Megadeth the whole way through.
I love it.
I wouldn't be able to tell you which ones I've done.
No, same.
I've done a lot of local county fair ones. That's
where you see them. It's either youth group or the county fair, right?
Yeah, being from Texas, we know all about the county fair lineup.
Yes.
With me being on a wheelchair, though, I was always able to get up front because there was a lot of standing room.
Okay.
Yep.
Right.
So I've seen a lot of them right up front. I've gotten into probably a half a dozen backstages for free.
Nice.
So what was your first one, though?
I wouldn't be able to remember that. That's
okay. What was your favorite then?
It was probably my last one that I was able to go to. Low Cash country band.
Okay.
But I was able to get backstage and meet them and everything.
So on that note, Marshall Copeland's first concert was Tim McGraw and Kenny Chesney. Did they just touch dicks? Like,
yeah, golden swords and just like a halo appeared.
Yeah, it was like just like docking.
So,
oh my gosh! I love it.
Oh my god!
And then Renee Zellweger came in and punched them both. Called them some.
And Sinatra went out of nowhere. It's like, no, nobody touches that.
Yeah. Renee Zellweger's like just some really homophobic slurs, and then it was over.
I've seen Kenny Chesney in concert at the Target Stadium.
Hey man, I'm sorry.
Kenny Chesney's great.
The Target Stadium.
No, he's
up
not.
in Minneapolis.
Kenny Chesney. He's basically what's his face? Jimmy Buffett light. I hate that.
Okay,
yeah,
so
he's country light, but let's not get into the argument of like outlaw country versus like good country versus
outlaw country. No, we're not gonna get into that. It's too late.
Chris,
after 2 a.m.
Just real quick, Chris.
Go ahead.
Now, before
So I've seen Willie Nelson as well.
Oh,
yeah,
there we go.
But no, I'm like let's say the last real country artist I followed was Blake Shelton on his first album. Since then, I haven't followed anybody because I'm like old school country. And,
You mean Gwen Stephanie's bitch?
yeah, yeah, but the song Red is just too freaking good. But the
hey, Kyoko, what was the first?
I love
concert
George
you went
Strait. I'm a huge freaking George Strait fan. There's nothing that man could ever do wrong.
Amarillo by morning.
Him, Alan Jackson. I was a big hat country guy. I've seen Brooks and Dunn with Reba McEntire in concert before. I've seen Travis Tritt with Hank Williams Jr. My favorite concert I've ever gone to, one of my favorite concerts I've ever gone to in my entire life, outside of metal, is George Strait Music Festival with Clay Walker, Linda Evans, Tim McGraw, Kenny Chesney, and what is the name of Sweethearts of the Rodeo. And
I don't know. This is like listening to my boss list off people that are important that I've never met.
Okay, but I'm just saying this is that was back when Tim McGraw's first album, Kenny Chesney's first second album.
I feel like I'm listening to FM radio already.
This is like this is like a history lesson of the last 10 years of country that I don't care about rap.
My first concert ever, so I'll get mine out of the way. Chris has already heard this before, seen it in the chat. The opener was TNT.
The hell of the devil.
It was TNT, Loudness. The headliner was Striper.
Hey,
Striper is literally one of my favorite bands of all time.
David, the producer, played bass for Striper for a little while.
Really?
Yeah.
And then and then I've been I spent about a year and a half before the pandemic going to almost 175 concerts over about a year and a half.
So Kyoko is a gentleman, and he was like, heard me ask him, and he just decided to comment quietly. My best guess is Metallica as my first show. Yeah, Brian, thank you so much. So take the floor, please, Brian. What was your first concert, buddy?
The earliest memory I have of going to a concert was probably Metallica, and the only reason that's kind of ingrained in my head is because my neighbor, who was also my best friend at the time, still is, oddly enough, we were all going to go to this Metallica concert. We had some other guy, I think his name was Dan. His father was going to drive us there, and my best friend's mother didn't let him go because she thought she smelled alcohol on the father, who was supposed to be the guy who was watching over us the whole time, on his breath. So we all went. My good friend didn't get to go.
Sounds like
it was definitely a bullshit thing, and it's stuck in there as one of the first moments where I was like, "No, how could this happen? I'm still going. This sucks, but also I'm still going."
Damn.
Yeah, still a good
That's
friend of mine.
painful.
He's still not happy with his mom for doing that, but you know.
Yeah, that's one of those
overdoing that.
scars for life. That's a scar for life.
Yeah,
I'm
that is
also not happy with
scar.
my
You
mom.
wear that on your sleeve. You're like, nah. Remember this?
Yeah, yeah.
Like, oh, yeah, that one stung. But
40 years later, you're like, hey, you remember that time I fucking didn't get to go see Metallica? You remember that?
I'll be on my
go to her
deathbed.
house.
I'll
and
be on
it's
my deathbed.
Thanksgiving.
My mother.
Yeah. You go to her house, it's Thanksgiving, you shit in the tank of her toilet, and you just leave.
something like
You
that.
never speak again, ever.
You just upper
Double
decker
decker.
your mom. and just walk
Yeah,
away.
that's it. Double decker that shit.
Yes. Ken knows what's up.
Yeah, it's one of those just ingrained things where I remember I did get to go to see them and it was amazing, but one of my good friends was gonna go and just nope, it didn't happen.
Oh no. I would have walked backwards over broken glass.
Again, this
I would have
this
done
whole-
3 backflips just to go.
Tim, I
That
want to
was
see you do one.
I want to
Do
see
what?
me do one.
So
Do
what
one
was
sit-up.
Amy's?
Start off with one sit up before you start doing backflips. Let's try that.
yeah.
Oh,
What was
no,
Amy's
if I-
first concert?
Hey, man, if I tried to do one, I would break my neck. Instead.
Yeah. Ditto.
That's what
I think
TikTok
that's a
is
good
for.
question. So Amy, you're up. Who is your first concert or your favorite, depending on what you want to hear?
Well, those two things are wildly different. So
Yeah.
the
Let's hear
first
both then.
concert, I think, was either Madonna. Embarrassing.
No. That's very cool.
That's
She
honestly
was-
Way very
Pretty dang
cool.
good songs.
She was cool way back
No,
when.
Back in the day.
Madonna
Yeah.
is still cool.
Okay.
No, she's dating,
Yeah.
she's dating a 23-year-old now. She ain't cool anymore. No, it's just weird.
she's still Madge.
So
Yeah.
second might have been Leonard Skinner in like a
Oh,
revival touring band,
Nice.
or Phil Collins.
oh
One of
my
those three.
God, those all sound
Nice.
amazing.
But
Nice.
my
Well,
favorite,
it's another day in paradise.
yeah, favorite by far. I saw him last September. It was awesome. Yeah,
You guys remember that song?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm
Another Day in
42.
Paradise?
I suppose I remember
Another
that.
Day in
Yeah.
Paradise. Yeah.
I was
But-
like 5 years old.
Lord, is there anything anybody can do? No? All right.
Favorite show by far though is
I even remember when he was a member of Genesis.
Yes.
Oh, back in the old days. Yeah.
The,
there you
the
go.
best part of this whole stream was when Amy didn't just pretended I didn't just do that.
I heard it. But yeah, and Genesis existed before Phil, even way
Uh-huh.
back.
Yeah.
Who?
He was the drummer, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Sting was the fucking bassist for the Police.
Yeah.
Yes.
Billy
Wow,
Idol.
really?
Billy Idol was the fucking singer for Generation Next before he
Yeah.
was Billy Idol.
Yeah.
Hey,
Peter
guess
Gabriel.
what? All those bands were bad.
Yeah.
Well, and like Dave Grohl was the drummer for Nirvana
Nirvana.
before he
Nirvana.
became the Foo
Nirvana,
Fighters.
yeah.
Yeah.
What an incredible world we live in where you can just be
Right.
like,
Moby
Random.
was in a hardcore punk band before he was Moby.
Yeah.
It's like all of us
Yeah.
on Whiskey Tube. We're all just connected in some way.
So
Just taking out of the.
you're exactly right, Amy.
But still,
So-
the best show ever by 1,000 miles was George Clinton and the P-Funk All-Stars. Best freaking
yes.
show
Oh.
ever.
Where did you see them?
I got you beat.
At a small little venue in Raleigh, probably 25 years ago.
That's awesome.
Wow.
Yeah.
I love Parliament of Funk, but I gotta say my favorite concert I've ever seen of all time, and it's every time because I've seen them on several. Well, not anymore now because he's gone. Rest in peace, Dave Brocky. But it was Guar. Every time I saw Guar, they were the best fucking show live ever in the world. If you wanted to,
I saw Gore as a kid, as a teen, and yeah. Just
Gore
so
white
just
shirt. Squirted with alien
fun.
spooge. It's the best place to go.
I just went and saw Guar. A year ago, last summer. A year
Oh,
ago,
with the
last
new-
summer, 2019,
Dude, though.
2019, with the new crew and stuff like that. The Sacred Reich opened up for him because his Sacred Reich decided to come out of retirement.
Mm.
So that was That was fun to watch. I was nowhere near the stage, and I was like taking pictures. I was doing a photography for the venue. I was taking pictures, and by the time I got to my car, I was completely covered in like green, whatever, and fake blood. And I never got near the stage because they were shooting it up into the back row, this shit into the back row.
Like a range.
And then people.
The first time I went into a mosh pit. This is the first time I went to the mosh pit at a Guar show. I was 20 years old, and the people in the mosh pit were pissing themselves in the mosh pit.
Yeah.
Because they're all wearing white, and you can see their pants were getting all freaking yellow, and it started smelling like piss. And I just realized, like, everyone's pissing themselves in the freaking mosh pit. Like, I was like, I'm out of here, but
hey, man, I just got one thing to say about that. Cool.
It's a thing.
Yeah, but you got introduced to the real mosh pit.
Like, what the fuck? Like,
you're not cool unless you pee your pants.
So, I guess everybody is gone except me.
I haven't gone, but yeah, go, Tim.
No. Okay. So, yeah, I guess the reason why I posed this is because I figured mine would be the weirdest. My first concert was just a full-blown, like, festival. And I was 14. Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, kind of was. But, so I was 14, and, you know, it was literally like a coming-of-age story. And we went to Ozfest 99. My first concert was a 2-day.
What a weird way to say he's the youngest here.
Yeah.
I'm the youngest here. Excuse you.
Yeah, he is probably now. So this was a
26.
concert.
Even legal.
So, okay, get this. This was a concert that literally had Black Sabbath headlining. It had Rob Zombie, Deftones, Slayer, System of a Down.
What a great
Slipknot, Fear Factory.
Shit.
Like, just every band of that era was there. And it shouldn't have been something a 14-year-old could just walk into on their own.
With a $40 ticket.
Yeah. So, yeah, this was our first concert, and living here, it was in San Antonio, and one of our friends' parents were just like, oh, yeah, this sounds great. We're just going to drop you off and just leave you. Literally just left us, and we were left to our own devices at 14. We got, like, I won't get into all the things we did at 14.
It rhymes with fingering.
It was, yeah.
You got messed up, didn't you? You got messed up.
I will say there was a whole lot of clove cigarette smoking. Hey.
Hell yeah.
Hey.
Shout out to Jarum Black.
So the creepy thing is, well, not the creepy thing, but the weird thing is, at this concert, I became best friends with Sean Crahan, the drummer of Slipknot. That is a friendship that continues today, that we still talk to each other.
Oh, my God.
That's cool as shit, man.
Because so the weird thing is, like, I was invited backstage with the other people I was there with, and so I got to
boys.
Yeah, so I got to meet everybody in Slipknot, everybody in Deftones. I got to meet Ozzy Osbourne. I'll do what I have to do.
Oh yeah. Again, like it rhymes with fingering.
So I got to meet all these people, and then with Sean Crahan for the future, I got all free tickets of every time Slipknot comes into Midland or Odessa or, you know, where we're at, Lubbock. I've always gotten free tickets, like, and it's just wild that I still have a friendship with a guy who, he's not, oddly enough, not much older than me, but, you know, at that time, there's a little bit of power dynamic that might be a little weird, but back then it didn't.
He was a top.
Yeah. But back then, back then it didn't matter because, I mean, it's the 90s. Who gives a shit?
Okay, 14. Tim, can I ask you a question now?
So I still talk to him, and he, you know, the weirdest thing about Sean Crahan from Slipknot, he just enjoys growing tomatoes.
Nice. Yeah, he's 14.
That's his third favorite thing to do.
I'm number one.
I was going to say number 1 and 2 are Tim.
It was puerile. It was sincere. There was nothing weird about it. Like, we didn't, none of that shit. Like it was honestly
That's
cool.
so cool.
Because
That's
in the 90s, you
awesome.
could do just cool shit like that wasn't weird.
Yeah.
You know?
Well,
And
dude, the whole '90s were weird.
Yeah,
I
okay,
was gonna say, like, Tim had a weird, pure experience, but for the rest of us that went through the 90s, it wasn't like that at all.
But
like,
with
absolutely nothing weird happened. I walked backstage,
Okay.
met all these people. I met
That he
Chino Marino
remembers.
from Deftones. Like I met all these cool people, and it was just like, "Hey, you're a young kid. I'm glad you looked up to us. All right, bye now." And nothing weird ever happened. It was just
So,
wild
Tim,
and normal.
He's
and-
blocking all the bad memories out. Right?
yeah, have
So
you
Tim, I was
talked
gonna
to
say, hey
therapists
Tim,
about this?
did you try being a sexier kid?
I wasn't a very sexy kid. No. Like
I guess.
Okay,
We gotta shut this down.
my sexy peak was 25 to 29, and then I'm here now. So
Well, I feel like you're like at the zenith right now.
So Tim, I got
maybe
a
I
quick
should call
question.
Sean again and be like, "Hey, how do you like me now?"
Hey, Tim, do you realize that, like Chris was saying earlier, that you need to start a channel? If you could make your first, you should do a channel, and the very first guest you ever have on should be
Sean
Crahan.
No, the problem with that is that Fred Bennett has already had him on his show, so I
Doesn't
can't
matter.
do that.
Sure you can.
That's where you're
Talk-
wrong.
Because I'll have Scott. If Ian ever wants to come on my show, I don't give a shit that Fred Minnick spent 2 hours with him. If I get freaking,
You know what?
5 minutes.
I'll
No,
actually
Standing will
text
drag
him
the-
because I actually have his actual number. I will text him and be like, "Hey, I'm going to start a weird YouTube channel. Do you want to be the first one who talked about meeting me at 14 and nothing weird happened?"
Well, no, but I'm saying is that he has
Do
whiskey.
it.
He has
We
bourbon.
always
He
talk
has
about
bourbon
horticulture,
whiskey out
none of
there.
Yeah, he has Iowa
Yeah.
or whatever it's called. Yeah.
He has number 9. He
Yeah,
has
number
number
nine.
9. Select. He has number
Do it.
9
And
reserve.
it's not bad. It's good whiskey.
No, it's not. Don't lie.
No,
I
the first,
enjoy. I
the
actually.
first one.
So I'll
the
tell you
first
right
one
now.
was not good.
I hate celebrity whiskey, but the number 9 was not bad.
Is it actually okay?
I talked about this last week on Antonio's channel. How angry are all of you guys as metal fans, including Amy and everybody else in here, about the Lemmy rum?
Wait,
Like,
he's
how-
dead.
how
Wait, what?
What?
How stupid! Like he was a Jack Daniels drinker, and they made
Yeah.
a rum for Lemmy. Like,
Wait, let me.
Right. yeah, there was
It's
a rum.
just,
for Lemmy.
I
There was
think
a
it's
Motorhead
disrespectful
rum.
at a minimum.
There was a Motorhead rum. So like completely.
Okay, so what you're talking about?
Who made it?
What you're
Who
talking
made it?
about
I
is
can't remember.
actually what it is. It's a Solera double cask from Hill
Yup.
Rock. That is called the Motorhead. It's a Motorhead tribute to Lemmy Kilmister,
Yeah.
and it comes in this badass black box and the whole 9 yards. It's something that was they kind of followed up on the Anthrax thing with Hill Rock. Anthrax has been putting out double cask Soleras and a couple double cask ryes over the past few years, and they moved into doing this tribute to Lemmy. And then now everybody else is jumping on board and trying to do these Motorhead things. But everybody knows, anybody that's ever met Lemmy,
he was a Jack Daniels number 7. That's
that's
Lemmy. Everyone knows.
hey, if you stood okay.
Yeah.
If
he
there's
just
one
drank-
thing I can
yeah.
brag about, if there's one thing I can brag about, I have stood next to Lemmy at the bar while he's freaking drinking, playing freaking games, because he has this thing about playing trivia games. And they're in Hollywood. I didn't know who when I first walked up. Everybody's like, "You can't be there," and I was like, "Why can't I be there?" Well, that's because that's Lemmy. And I'm like, "Oh," and I met him. Really freaking cool guy. I wasn't paying attention. I just walked up to the bar to get something. There was like, "You can't." That's his section. They even have it roped off now where nobody can go to that part of the bar.
Well, let's also be fair. Nothing about Lemmy is Solera aged. That's all like 60 years of hard leather riding. Like,
Well,
shit
if
you
they're
can-
gonna make if they're gonna make a whiskey for Lemmy, it should just be fucking aged in an ashtray for like 20 years.
it should just be Garrison Brothers. It should just be Garrison Brothers. Like,
and the thing was too
It
is I was
tastes like
lucky.
it tastes like your third uncle's girlfriend. Like,
I was.
It tastes like it tastes like Wendy Williams. It tastes like Wendy O. Williams from the Plasmatics. That's Lenny fucking Williams.
Yeah. I was lucky enough. To prior to his death a few years ago, to catch his last American. I was at his last American concert with Saxon opening up for him, and it was freaking amazing. I got to stand side stage while they were playing. And then a few weeks later, he passed away. So that was like one of those things that I'm glad that I got to do before he had passed away, was to be able to see him live and
that's awesome.
Actually do that.
I'm glad you got to do that too.
I never saw
Motorhead. Do you know what your worst mistake in life is? That's what this tastes like. That's what that should be. Like, jeez. Like, oh man.
Cool.
Yeah.
Hey guys,
like
we are 3 hours and 20 minutes into this live stream.
Hey, what's Ken's favorite?
Through some miracle, there's still 30 people in the chat, which means minus you, a degenerates, and myself, there's 20 people still hanging out with us.
Who knows?
What about Ken's concerts? Let's get him. He's the last one.
Hey, are they just like on their phone with YouTube on, like driving a Whataburger right now? Because I don't know what you're doing.
They've all passed out.
I'll tell you that 8 of those 20 are definitely the bots that I'm paying from the Philippines. But
the rest are
that's still 12.
The rest are
Richie Z still here.
Oh, I just want to hear, Ken. I want you to close out the stream by telling us, first of all, your favorite or first concert, and then secondly, that everything's going to be okay and you love us.
Well, I think everything is going to be okay. You've only just gone 3 hours. That's nothing. You've only just started. If you go up to 8 hours,
this is definitely on the short end of my streams.
He's calling you a bitch,
only
Chris.
a Wednesday.
Hey, real quick, I hate to butt in, but what are you wiping off?
A vape. Yeah,
okay.
my vape.
We definitely thought it was wrong. We didn't judge.
I need a resupply. I run out, so I need.
Okay, fair enough. Continue.
My oldest memory of concerts, I can't remember to save my life. But my favorite would be the Big Day Out quite a few years ago, where Tool was the headline act, and then you had Iggy Pop. But I went for Rammstein.
So
and Rammstein,
Iggy Pop, Rammstein.
Yep. So there was Tool, Iggy Pop, Rammstein, John Butler Trio, and a bunch of other guys. So the missus was really happy to see John Butler Trio. We watched a bit of Iggy Pop, and then Rammstein came on. Second,
did John Butler play Oceans?
That's a good question. I can't remember. Hey, Carly.
Oi.
Did John Butler play Oceans at the Big Day Out when we saw them? She can't remember either.
Wait, your wife's name's Charlie?
Quite a night.
Wait, so
no, I'm not drunk.
Hey, I hate to interrupt your story, but like, are you talking about like Iggy Pop, or was he the Stooges?
No, it was the Iggy Pop. Shirt off, crazy.
No. What I'm asking is, was he with the Stooges? Was it the Stooges or just Iggy Pop? Okay,
just Iggy Pop, just pure Iggy Pop. Yep.
Tim, did he say the fucking Stooges?
Sorry.
I can't remember.
I'm muting my mic. Goodbye, good night, and good luck.
Oh my god.
Anyway, so we saw Rammstein, and it was so epic. It was so good. And after Rammstein finished, and then Tool, who was the headline act, came on, we walked past Tool, and we were all excited to see Tool at the beginning of the concert. And we walked past and went, whatever, we'll keep going.
Love it.
After seeing Rammstein, I mean, if you guys have ever seen a live stream or been to see Rammstein live, oh my God, so good, so epic. One of the best things ever. And whenever this beer bug ends,
none of us have seen Rammstein live. What's it like?
It is fucking epic. Like, you guys know any Rammstein songs?
Du Hast.
Yeah, I was going to say.
We all live in America.
Pyrotechnics. the explosions, the fire, the whole experience on stage with Rammstein is something to behold.
It's
Those
probably
guys are
incredible.
so good. Yep, it is so good. So yeah, I had a fat time, and I'll never ever forget it.
Does anybody else have a horribly functional knowledge of German based on the song Du Hast?
Nope.
You
No,
you hate me.
Du hast mich.
I really want to
It
say
actually doesn't mean hate.
Excuse me, does anybody have an academic reading of the song Du Hast by Rammstein?
I have a
Tim, does anybody have an academic reading of the song Du Hast by Rammstein memorized? And yes, I do.
I want to
Please recite it. All 17,000 pages.
I do. I've been learning German on and off for 12 years. I've been to Germany. I love the German language and the culture and the history and stuff like that. And Du hast doesn't actually mean you hate. Hast is actually a play on the words you have and you hate. So in the song, it actually means you have. And the whole song is it's a play on marriage vows. So it is, you have asked me to stay with you to the end of times. Yeah. And I'd say, no.
Will you, until death does sever, be upright with her forever?
Yes. That is another one of the
shit,
lyrics.
is that what actually that song is about?
Yeah.
Yep. It's about a play on marriage vows. Will you stay with me to the end of time?
All right,
Nice.
guys.
Nice. Okay, so actually, you guys do actually have an academic reading of it. My bad.
Yep, that is it.
Thanks for having me on Hot Butter Rolls. And,
hey, glad you're here, buddy. We'll see you later.
Bye. All I'm gonna say is I'm really glad you skipped me because mine's horrendous.
Do it.
Wait. No. Ben, no one skipped you, buddy. We're just now to you 3 hours later.
No, it's
what was your first concert besides Grateful Dead? Because I swear to God, you just cut 2 fingers off and you're Jerry Garcia.
Yeah. Jerry Garcia never died. He just reincarnated
as Ben Tableed.
Yeah.
So it was at Disney World.
That's adorable.
It was Boys to Men.
Oh my God. I couldn't have planned this better.
This is how it ends. This is
the end.
Yes. My friend, this is the end.
Followed by
the end.
You ready? You got your seatbelt on? Followed by the Goo Goo Dolls.
Oh my God.
Wait, you talking about those motherfuckers that sang Iris?
Yes.
I'm talking about.
So you're telling me in one night you got to hear Motown Philly and Iris all in the same night? Ben wins life. Ben wins life.
He 100% wins life.
Yeah.
In Disney World.
Yep.
In Disney World.
Wait. Was this happening while the Magic Kingdom had their fireworks display?
No, this was after it. They have this thing a couple times a year, or they did 20-something years ago called
I'm out.
It's fine. It's
out.
Called grad night, where graduating high school seniors could come and they like open all the clubs and everything, and it's just a bunch of horny teenagers running around Disney World at midnight.
Yeah,
sounds good to me.
Sounds like a party.
Hey Ben, I am glad you said that. Grad night. Check us out. So he said grad night 20 years ago. I graduated in 1987, and at grad night at Disneyland in Anaheim, California, I saw Kool and the Gang play on Treasure Island and Glass Tiger play in Tomorrowland.
Wait. Glass Tiger was
Don't forget me when you're gone.
'Cause my heart break.
But the topper of the night was Duran Duran played 5 songs and that was it. They played on Treasure Island. They played on Treasure Island after Kool and the Gang, and we got to see.
What were the 5 songs by Duran Duran?
Well, okay, so I want to say it was Rio, obviously.
Was yesterday one of them?
Hungry Like the Wolf. I want to say New Moon on Monday might have been one of them. I can't remember all 5 of them. I know Rio and Hungry Like the
Ordinary
Wolf.
World. That's the song I'm thinking of.
Yeah, that's like late 90s, mid to late 90s Duran Duran.
Well, that's the one that got me laid. So,
hey,
win.
Dude,
Wait, what?
believe me, I
For
hate
the
to say
first
it.
time?
no, we already talked about that. That was Petra and DC Talk.
No, I hate to say it. This is what's really bad is that if you ever looked at my CD collection, you would find Duran Duran, you would find NSYNC, you would find basically the whole gambit. I even have a Tiny Tim CD. And
Hey, yo, don't knock Tiny Tim. That dude is dope.
Tiptoe Through the Tulips.
there you go. Somebody else knows that. But like Frank Zappa, I've got all kinds. I mean, I've got everything that has the whole freaking gambit of music and stuff. Huge 80s fan.
If you guys remember, 30 minutes ago, I tried to shut this down. We are now at 3 hours and 30 minutes.
Talking about Tiny Tim.
Hey, what time do you have to go to work, Chris?
I got to be to work at 7 a.m. It is now 2:48 a.m.
My motherfucking ass is off tomorrow. Fuck y'all.
Same here.
I'm just going to point out it's almost 4 a.m. here.
I love it. So
hey, guys,
here.
In the age of COVID, what is time?
There's
no time. Relative.
There's only when you're conscious or unconscious.
Yeah.
So what did everybody
earlier? Another bottle of
something
I'm gonna need it because
I see you, Amy.
Give me
Time is a flat circle.
Don't
Time is a
give
flat
me
circle.
time.
True Detective season 1. Hell yeah.
Well, I'm a
I've got
busty.
the doors, the end in my head right now. It's so good.
Yeah. I'm chesty, at least.
Yeah.
All right.
Ken is sitting at like 5:30. Like
it's 10 to 5. It's
in the morning.
No,
in the afternoon.
Oh my god! I was like, hell yeah.
Ken can still go out, have dinner, watch a movie, and still be good.
No, Tim's.
It's 4 a.m. It's
Tim's
4
gonna
a.m.
have
I'm
where
on
I'm
live
at,
stream for
so.
8 hours tonight.
Ken's getting ready to have dinner and then go on a 7-hour stream.
Yep.
Ken is going to go to have dinner and then turn around and do a 4 or 5, 6, 7-hour stream later on today.
And straight.
Wait, no.
And straight.
Mr. Whiskey Shit says ABC BBD.
The East Coast family.
Yes. Oh man. All right, guys. So thank y'all so much for being on the stream. Appreciate y'all attending. Also, again, massive congratulations to my boy Jason, the Mash and Drum, for hitting 40,000 subs today.
40,000.
Cheers.
40,000 subs. Massive.
Orange Man, 4 million.
Yeah, we're all going to be there soon. Like 2-3 weeks, we'll all be there.
Dream big. Dream big.
Give or take. But yeah, so thank you all so much for being on. This has been a blast. I gotta go to work tomorrow. So we will catch you guys on the flip side. You know what? If you can't be good at it. And we'll see you when you get there.
Good night, everybody.
I appreciate you all.